G'day, g'day, g'day. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back once again with another YouTube live stream. Good to see we got plenty of people here already. Who we got? We got Cameron. Yo. Got Disco King again. Dude, YouTube notifications, they actually go out instantly, I'm pretty sure, Disco King. The last time I was streaming, I just didn't realize I had my YouTube video, which is like the live stream, and it was just on unlisted. You're very quiet? Or music is loud? Really? I'm looking at my levels. They seem fine. Do you suggest Windows 11, Drongo? No, I don't. I can't stand it. I absolutely hate it. The only reason I haven't gone back to Windows 10 yet is just because my other PC is bugging out from it. But yeah. I would just say, like, stick on Windows 10. It's just... I mean, honestly, like, go to Linux, dude. It's so shit. I hate Windows so much. With such a passion do I hate it. But it's like, we're stuck in that abusive relationship, you know? Like, there's nothing... there's no one else. I shouldn't joke about that. That's that is a poor taste from me. But, yes, it's very much that there's nothing better than this, and it's the best we've got, and it abuses us every day. All right, let me catch up with chat, see how you guys are doing. I think I'm bad because all my games end up 1 hour super long matches and I get super bored, exhausted, and give up. Yeah, Christian, it can definitely be about knowing how to finish games. A lot of people don't know how to finish games, and that's probably something that we can go over. But it also comes into your play style as well. So for me, I'm much more orientated around the late game. I love to boom. That's my favorite play style. So I play civs that are very good at booming. Civs like the Malians, civs like the Chinese. And as a result, my games tend to go longer as well. But there could be a greater issue there. We can talk about that later, though. Let me keep on reading. Cameron says, wonder if you'll use the China build order that he made the video about. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So I've been playing a whole bunch of Malians, but my games go super long, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to climb. Let's just hit Conk 3 as quickly as we can. So probably going to be just using that Chinese build order. It's a pretty good build order, so we might go in, practice it 2 or 3 times, just make sure that we know it, that we're feeling it, and then just smash it. All right. Have we always streamed on YouTube? Asks Waymon. No, we haven't. This is our second stream on YouTube. So first one was a little bit earlier in the week, I guess. Gimrez Gaming says, I went from Plat 1 to Diamond 1 with 1 loss using the China build. It is so smooth and streamlined. It's a perfect strat. Yeah, it's pretty good. If people don't know what's coming, I mean, even if you know what's coming, like, how do you defend it? I guess, like, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Knight's probably the best way to do it. Kind of hard against HRE. Yeah, against HRE, I would recommend not doing it. I would say go for Spearman, Horseman build. I want predictions on YouTube, says Mr. Merlin. Indeed, indeed. I want my VIP back, says Mercs. I don't even think we've got VIP on YouTube. It's still in its early stages of development. But look, I reckon in 2 years' time, YouTube live streaming should hopefully be decent. Casual, we're just going straight to Conk 3 on the China build. Yes. Well, the thing is, right, Conk 3 is not hard to reach. Like, I mean, to be fair, I've been out of the game for a while. Let me pull you guys in over to the big screen so you guys can see. So for me to get Conk 3, we're talking about, what is it, like top 100 maybe? Here you go. So top 76, easy. That is very, very obtainable. So look, we probably won't do it today. But it's the 11th now, so I would say probably by the end of next week. No, by the end of this week. Actually, what's the date right now? The 11th. If I grinded, honestly, I could do it by this weekend. Easy. It's not hard. Proceeds to finish Diamond 1 in Season 1 and 2. Excuse me. I will have you know, okay, that I finished Diamond in Season 1. Hold on, where is it? Yeah. I finished Diamond in Season 1 because of Decay. You can see right there, I wasn't playing a lot. I didn't play a whole lot of games. I finished at $13.99. I needed 1,400 to get to Conqueror. So I played games. I got exactly 1,400 rating, and I didn't realize that I had 24 hours left to go, and I didn't realize Decay was going to set in. And it literally decayed me by 1 ELO point, and I got $13.99. I'm like, are you serious? Are you damn serious? Oh, that was a sad state of affairs right there. Jordan saying, I got a 2-month-old baby, so can't play much AoE4 anymore, but having your casts is life-saving. Great to hear, Jordan. You got a boy? You got a girl? How is everything going? I've got a 4-month-old at the moment. He's 4 months and a few weeks, and oh my lord, it is a head full of work. There's so much damn work to do on that, but no, it's good fun. It's good fun. Oh, you got a boy? Yeah, I got a boy as well. It's good fun. What are your top 5 civs? Ottomans, Malians, Chinese. Those are definitely the top 3. Let me have a look at like what other civilizations there are. Can I just say those 3? Because that's where it feels good to me. I like the English as well. They're good fun. I haven't played against the Holy Roman Empire, it seems. But I'll give you a top 3. I don't like the Rus. I don't like Delhi. I don't like the Mongols. I don't like the French. Oh, here we go. I don't like the Abbasid. I like the HRE. They're good fun. Yeah, so I go China, English, HRE, Ottomans, Malians. Congrats on the kid, Aussie. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yes. It's good fun. It's been good fun having him. Just married 3 months ago. Whenever I can, I would escape from the wife and watch her. Thanks, Mo Chad. Humorous Gaming saying, against HRE, I use the same build. However, after I have like 10 to 12 Chukunu with 5 or so Spearmen, I use those to harass while I go castle. I finish game with just having so much production. Yeah, it can be tough going against the HRE. I think if they go Regnits, it's very easy to defeat them. If they go Burgrave, it can be much harder. Seeing you on Plat 1 is the reason I'm not playing ranked. I'm new to RTS, barely know the build order for HRE and Ottomans. My second ranked game ever, I got a Conqueror. Yeah, Blith, just remember that your rating and your ELO are different, okay? So for me, I was very unfortunate with my ranked games. So I'm not actually Plat 1. I mean, it says right there that I'm Plat 1, but I'm not at that skill level at all. So my ranked games begun, and I won my first ranked game, but then I lost my 4 next ranked games. Now, these guys that I played against, that I lost against, these guys were quite good. So this guy here, he's rank 48 on the ladder. This guy here is rank 107 on the ladder, okay? But because I lost those games, it pushes me down. And you can see, as a consequence, as soon as I start winning games, so I beat the same guy that beat me before, I win 53 ELO. And then, you know, in the space of 2 games, I've gone up an entire division just from that. So you can see 3 games there, 150 points. Whereas when I lose games, I only lose a single point. I actually gained, it said on the in-game, it said I got 8 points from that game. So I don't know whether it's lying, but you can see I'm not losing a lot, but I'm gaining a huge amount. Best civ for full walls? Mali. Drongo, have you got any plans for 100k on YouTube? Not really, Merlin. No. But that is an interesting point, because we are coming up upon that, aren't we? Came up against State and the Argos in a team game. Oh, God. With a random, needless to say, they crushed us. Currently Plat 1 as well. Yeah, dude. Gaz and State, those are 2 very good players. I mean, obviously, neither of them was at Rebel Walla Lol, but both of them could have been. That's, like, if they really tried, 100%. Mr. Millen says, cooking stream. It's needed. What would we cook, Mr. Millen, though? I mean, my cooking stream would just be me talking and watching my wife cooking for us. Blitz saying, okay, why the heck did I get a Conqueror first game? I got a gold 3 guy. That's with the jump. Oh, okay. So probably what happened to you, Blith, was the way that it works with matchmaking. So it has, like, just to explain, it's got what are called bands. So 1 minute to, I think it's like one minute to 2 minutes. Or first 2 minutes. Let's just go first 2 minutes. Like that. It'll look for within 100 ELO band. And so that means if you're 1500 ELO, that will be 1400 to 1600. Okay, but then as that goes up, so let's say first 5 minutes, or well, let's say 3 to 5 minutes, or 2 to 5 minutes rather, that goes from 100 ELO band to 200 ELO band. Now, these numbers aren't exact, but you get the idea. And essentially, once a player gets to, I think it's like 7 minutes or something like that, the ELO band essentially just becomes meaningless. ELO band is meaningless. And it will just basically match them with anybody else who's playing. So it wasn't that you got matched with, well, obviously you did get matched with them, but the thing was they were probably queued up for like 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. And then as a result, it just put you with them. So that is it. Wait, does this link my Reddit? It does too. Dude, this links everything. Dude, it's crazy. Look at this. It's not linking my TikTok though. I can edit my profile. I gotta link my TikTok in there. Mike saying, hey Drongo, great meeting you at Wallalol. How was the flight home? The flight home was amazing. I got done so much good stuff. A lot of brainstorming, a lot of work. So yeah, felt very productive. Didn't get a lot of sleep. I heard from somebody the trick to sleeping on the flight home is you get an endone and you pop the endone and you go to sleep. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. That's I mean it's kind of like a life hack, but at the same time, like, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it was good fun. It was really good fun. Oh man, Blip. I met the Viper once while in Gold 3. It had to do with late night queue times being weird. Lost hard, but oh boy, will I never forget that. Yeah, Viper can be fun to play against. He's a cheeky guy. Drogo, can you check my last game and just check what have I done wrong to lose it? Good question, Mo Chad. Now, okay, that's an interesting point. Because what we can start to do, and something that I do actually want to do, is some coaching. But I'm not sure, because I'm streaming right now. I don't know whether my PC can actually take recording and streaming at the same time. So what I'm going to do, I just want to make sure my encoder doesn't overload, because that will happen. But if I can record and stream at the same time, I will have a look. Give me a sec, all right? So we're going to record right now, and the encoder doesn't seem to be overloading just yet. We're going to move around the thing like that. Maybe let's just open a campaign or a quick skirmish game. It doesn't seem to be overloading. All right, okay, that's a good sign. So I was worried that if I record and stream at the same time, my computer's going to shit itself, and that's because of Windows being terrible. So something happened with my Windows when I left. Yo, what up, Shaggy? I'm doing good, man. It wasn't me. All right. Yeah. Okay. That seems to work. All right, we can do that. We can take a look. All right, let us get into it. Okay, so your name is Mo Chad. Because you are Mo Chad. How much? Oh, this one's for free. So I'm actually going to be... So just to let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. My plan at the moment is to restart my Patreon. It's been neglected for a long time. And I'm going to be putting just coaching content on there. It's just going to be coaching. Absolutely everything. So obviously if you want to get your hands on that, there's, I think, a small fee. I don't know exactly what it is. Well, Plat 1 as well for Mo Chad. All right, we can take a look at this though. All right, so I'm going to turn you guys off while we do this. So let's do that. Okay, so Mo Chad, which game is it? The one that you played. I'm assuming it's a defeat, right? Let me have a look. Can you check my last game and just check what I've done wrong to lose it? So probably the one on Hideout. Last defeat. Okay, cool. All right, so you're playing the Abbasid up against the English. Oh, a 45-minute game. Okay. It's probably going to be something that we speed through. Not the whole thing. So this will be exclusive for Patreon. So you guys who are watching this on YouTube right now, you guys are going to get to have some exclusive Patreon content. Yo, what up, Winston Jones? How's it going? All right. Let us begin. G'day, fellas, and welcome to some coaching. Here we're going to be looking at a replay from Mo Chad. Now, Mo Chad at the moment is currently sitting in Plat 1. If we take a look at his ranked, we can see he's got a win rate of 39% and 28 games played. Don't really look at the win rate. That's not too important. It's more about the games played. So you can see he hasn't played a whole lot this season. Last season, he was Diamond 1, and it looks like in Season 1, he didn't actually have a rank. So we're going to dive in and we're going to take a look at his most recent game that he played. We're going to try and understand exactly why he lost it. Now, we're going to be dissecting it in quite a bit of detail as well, so I do apologize if this becomes a long video. But the matchup here, it's going to be English against the Abbasid dynasty. Now, the player that he's playing against, let's see if we... I don't actually know how to find this player and find out the rank of this player. So we're going to just assume that he is probably around the same skill level. But the most important things that I'm going to be looking at here are... Well, I guess the best way to say it is I'm going to be splitting it up between two things, so micro and macro. And when I talk about micro, I'm not talking about moving your units, but rather the small things. What are some things that Mo Chad can be improving on as a platinum player to be making sure his game is a little bit crisper in the early game, but at the same time, from a macro perspective, what are the things he should be doing in the late game that he didn't do that caused him to lose this game? So let's begin. Let's take a look at and see what his opening build order is. A little bit of idle time there on the villagers. So that's always something that you've got to be careful of. You've got to make sure you get those vills in. But we can see he does move it, and now decides to go over onto the deer. So I think, first and foremost, coming into a map like this, you probably should have a plan for exactly what your game plan is. And you can see by killing the deer this far away from the town center and having them out here, you're losing a lot of efficiency. Well, not a lot of efficiency because they are carrying back quite a bit of food. But just as an example, on hideout, probably the best thing that you can do. So you can see that there was one deer that was killed up against the town center. That's perfect, but don't send all of your vills out there. Just maybe send 2, 3 villagers, because now you've got a whole bunch of inefficiency in the early game. And we still haven't even dropped off any food. There's the first drop off of food right there. But overall, it's definitely the right thing to be doing as the Abbasid coming into this game and utilizing this. The consequence of doing this, though, to the extent that you've done, if we take a look and pause the game right now, you've explored nothing of the map. We're a minute into this game. And if we slow it down and take a look over at the other side of the map, your enemy has explored quite a fair bit, which means they're going to be ahead. They're going to have more sheep than you. And when it comes to maps like this, it's all about resources. It's all about controlling the resources. So I would just be saying, look, don't focus on getting all of the hunts in. And this is one of those micro things, right? You just want to maybe kill 1, maybe kill 2 deer, push them in, then go out, find some sheep, bring them back, push another deer or 2 in, that kind of thing. So that's the first tip I would say for you here. And just keep in mind, another thing to note is that when people are playing, you're going to have a build order in your mind. And once you sort of throw out something like this, where you've got deer, which is in your build, or which is in now it's part of your build order, it kind of ruins things, right? Because you don't know where you're up to. You don't know how many vills am I going to need on deer, how many vills am I going to need on gold, what are my timings? But I have just got confirmation. So opponent is Plat 3. So thank you very much to Mr. Merlin for letting me know on that one. But we can see a mill now coming up over here. So an early mill coming out. So, and this is one of the other things, you know, it's about build orders. It's about timings. So by taking the deer this early on, you are ruining the build order, because in your mind, you should have a build order that you're going to go into this game. You know the matchup. You know, okay, English versus Abbasid. I know exactly what I'm going to do right here. This is what I'm going to do. And then as soon as you get into the game, you're like, okay, I'm going to kill the sheep. And then you're like, oh, but there's deer here. Maybe I should take the deer. And then you move over there, but now everything's gone out the window. Now, fortunately, it looks like your macro is pretty on point here in the early game. So you get a 10 out of 10 for that one. But Scout, well, he's doing work as well. So picking up plenty of sheep, and you spot a whole bunch of sheep down here. You missed one just there, but that's more of the minutia, not relative, well, not too important. Now on this map, hideout, obviously we know the game goes long, and you've got to be thinking about your matchup, right? Abbasid, that's a late game civ against the English, another late game civilization. So you know it's highly likely this game's going to go late. So you've got to be preparing, and you've got to be thinking about this push in the middle. And against the English, you probably don't want to go against the English for a push in the middle, because they've got trebs. And trebs are really what are going to set this apart, because you've got that extra distance that you can push towards your enemy with from those trebs. And the English is always going to have superiority in the late game with regard to those trebs. Obviously, the Abbasid have a lot of mobility in the late game, so you could potentially look at breaking down walls with bombards over on the west flank, over on the east flank, and try and penetrate through and find those farms. But let's focus a little bit more on what's happening rather than what could happen. So, lumber camp coming up. Now, I'm expecting in this matchup that you're probably going for a 2 TC opening here, depending on what you scout from your enemy, will also determine whether that becomes 3 town centers for the Abbasid dynasty. Obviously, with Abbasid, you get a reduction in the amount of food that you have to spend on your villages. So the more town centers, the more villages, and the cheaper those villages are. So you're getting a better reward from that fresh foodstuffs tech, because it's so damn important. But we do see that you have yet to pick up your wheelbarrow. So once again, this comes down to, at least the way I feel about it, it just comes down, and we'll just pause it quickly right here. It comes down to the build order, right? You've got to have a build order that you've prepped. If you don't have a build order, just type in Beastie Cutie, Abbasid build order, something like that. Boom. That'll sort you out. And you just follow the steps in that. But here you can see, okay, we've got enough gold for wheelbarrow, but we're not going to have enough gold for fresh foodstuffs. So already, we are kind of stuck with our decision making because you are very intent on grabbing the second town center. I don't think you've scouted anything that indicates that this needs to come up really fast. No, there's nothing over here. So you didn't see an early barracks. You didn't see the council hall coming up super fast. So there shouldn't be a rush to get that second town center up. What there should be a rush for is your fresh foodstuffs, and what there should be a rush for is your wheelbarrow. Now, I don't know what the meta build order is at the moment for the Abbasid dynasty. You're going to have to rely on Beastie for something like that. But I would just be saying, you know, you probably want to be making sure that your macro is a little bit more on point when it comes to collecting that. Now, another big thing is going to be scouting out your enemy. You've done a great job here with this sheep, bringing them back. You've scouted out the majority of the map. So a really important thing that I hope that you're going to do once you drop all this sheep off is you're going to come over and you're going to check stone. Stone is always going to be the most important thing for you to scout out against English players as well, because this is going to tell you how many town centers you're allowed to make. Now, in this matchup, I suspect you could probably go to 4 town centers quite happily, because you know the English player is going to be on 3 town centers as soon as you see this. He's going to be looking to get that second TC down, and he's also going to have access to the King's Palace. But you've got to start thinking about his timings, because if he goes for a second town center, he's probably going to be looking for a follow-up castle age on a map like this, very defensive. So now you've got to start thinking a bit more outside the box. But we do see the second town center comes down. You're also going to be milling up the berries here. Berries are a bit of a weird spot, but everything looks good. Thank you very much, Mel. We are indeed having a good time. All right. So you are going to come through. You are going to scout this out. So this, straight away, your reaction should be villagers over to stone. As soon as you see that. That should be your immediate reaction. Mr. Miller, I think it's just hide from channel. I think that's the way. So you spot the second town center. You get 100% confirmation on it. So I would hope that we would see villagers moving immediately now over to this stone. Maybe it'll be the villagers from the town center that are going to do it. I can see you are rallying to the town center. Yeah, okay, good. So I would be in a hurry to get here. So you're dropping down a stable right now. I think this is actually pretty decent play, because there could be a longbow or two that make their way across the map. So even just having one stable is a decent idea. But at the same time, you want to keep your scout just hovering over his base, and you want to be getting an understanding, ideally looking at the gold as well. Gold, in this matchup, gold, understanding the gold is really big to knowing what the English player is going to do. If you see 4 villagers on gold, they're not too keen about the castle age. They're more thinking about upgrades. Maybe they want to play it a little bit longer. That's where they're at. But if that's 7 or 8 villagers on gold, they're going straight to castle. If that's 2 villagers on gold, then they're probably going to be playing it in feudal. But you're dropping down a lot of production over in your base when you don't need to. Remember, you're playing the Abbasid dynasty, right? What do you want to do as the Abbasid dynasty? What's your goal? What's your win condition? Your win condition? Villagers. That's it. You just get a lot of villagers. That's how you win as the Abbasid dynasty. You pump out that economy. And that's going to be the best way for you. So we're going to speed it up a little bit here. You are going to add in a 3rd town center, but honestly, the timing here isn't terrible for you on this. So once again, you want to be scouting the gold in this transition period. You want to be understanding what they're thinking about in their brain, whether they're going for castle age or whether they're just looking for upgrades or what exactly they're doing. Do we see that 3rd TC? So 3rd TC does come down. It's going to go down on the gold. Now, once again, remember, the English player, he's going to be adding in a 3rd TC as well. So don't, by the same token, when you see this many vills on gold, this should be your queue right here for a 4th TC. But you don't see it. So it comes back down to scouting. So you got plenty of production here. Villager count looking good. But yeah, the thing that you really need to improve on at this point is just scouting 100%. Your scout could be doing so much more. You could have him parked right in there, but you do get confirmation on the King's Palace. Really easy spot to deny as well. Great job. He's probably going to have to cancel this and put it on the wood line. Let's see if he cancels it. So best spot for that's probably back here. But he doesn't cancel it. What's he going to do? Try and make spears? But you got camels on the way, right? Or archers at the least. Okay, so this is great, right? This is really, really good for him. And now you're going up behind this as well. So everything that you've done so far is very, very good. I'm super happy with your macro, the way that you're thinking about this game. You've also got villagers on stone, which to me indicates that you're going to be adding in an additional town center. So that's great. If we check villager count at the moment, you're on 53. He's on 40. So you've already got a nice little lead. I do think you're missing the wheelbarrow upgrade. You are missing wheelbarrow. So the sooner you could get that in, the better. Unfortunately, your archer, you lose the archer there. But I feel like at this point, you're already doing so much damage to him, right? Like, you've actually put your production in such a great position. You went for production, and you actually got something out of it. Instead of just, like, making units, you were aggressive with it. So I think that's a really good positive for what you're achieving here. And you're just delaying this age up, right? The longer he can be delayed, the better it is. And you can see he's housed. And this just all goes to that aggression, right? Because now all of a sudden his build order is out the window. He's thinking, well, I was gonna do this, but now I can't do it. And as a result, you can see he pops out all of his units at the same time because he's rushing up these houses because you've whittled him down. So you've done a good job there. We'll take a look over at your base. Still only 4 villas on stone. So I guess that could also be for a keep. I think on this map, so just something specific to hideout, you want to try and get those stone walls up ASAP once you hit the castle age. I mean, you can go for it in feudal if you're not playing tournament rules. But here you can see you're kind of outnumbered. So I would concede this. I wouldn't be attacking into this just because you're outnumbered by a huge amount here. So this is more of the micro decisions, right? You're just going to throw away units. Now, whether you want to keep these units or not, I mean, you probably want to keep them, right? They're going to build up part of your army. But it's just way too many units. And you obviously got cleaned up. But let's focus a little bit more on what's happening back home. So I'm just going to pause it before you hit castle age and talk about the composition that you want to typically be going against the English. So the most common comp that you will see against the English is knight crossbow. And this is really good because it's effective against men-at-arms. Obviously, you can switch it depending on how you play. Another really common composition that Abbasid just go for in general is going to be that spear men-at-arm, archer crossbow with the siege mix. So playing around your infantry, you are going for the culture wing. So hopefully we're going to see you get all of your upgrades as soon as you're up. Let's have a look and see. The village is out a bit far. So hopefully we get some stone walls coming in from you. I think you can just stonewall one side. You don't have to do both. Playing as the Abbasid against the English, I'd probably want to just stonewall one side though, and just try and fight them on one specific side. I'd be confident in your play in the castle age against the English. I think that's probably when you're going to have your best timings. But now that you've both got the age ups and beautiful stonewall on this side, now just another little tip with your stonewall, if you want, you can just put it here, and then that way it goes. It's a little bit shorter. So definitely doing everything right, making sure that you've got lots of villas on it as well. 7 villages, beautiful. So everything going well so far for you at the moment. Let us speed it up a little bit. And now you're going into a mosque in the castle age. Perfect. Let's have a look at your production. So knights, you're literally just making every single unit. Crossbows, archers, spearmen, men-at-arms, horsemen, knights. This is hard to control. I mean, you can do it, but it makes it very difficult because the horsemen need to be attacking archers, knights need not to be fighting spears, archers need to be attacking spearmen, crossbows need to, like, there's so much to micro and so much to think about there, so it can be very difficult. But I do like the fact that you brought the knight out here. He's trying his best to get through, but unfortunately doesn't get through. But you've secured up this edge, or have you? Look at that right there. So very, very nice play by the enemy to do this. It's kind of tough, right? Because you don't know what you should do, whether you should commit. I would have said probably just pull those vills back, let him have this, and then just move all your forces up, and then focus on walling up on the other side down here. So, but very nice play by him to realize that was happening. I think that just goes down to the scout. He had a scout out on that position quite early. Now, we still haven't seen that 4th town center from you, so you've got to be thinking from the perspective of the English player, right? The English player is thinking, okay, well, I'm on 3 TCs. The enemy's on 3 TCs, which means he's going to maintain parity with you. You're on 69 vills. You just lost like 8 vills. So it's probably even. 61 vills. So it's not that even, but he's going to maintain parity with you through the game. He's only going to be 8 villages behind. So if you want to gain that lead, you're going to need to rebuild, or not rebuild, but rather just get that get that extra town center up so that you can begin building that lead, get to the late game a little bit earlier than your enemy. But we do see the upgrades now starting to come through. So I would just say number 1 is get your upgrades sooner. You'd want to get all your tier 1 upgrades before you even think about castling. So that's your wood cutting, your horticulture, double broadaxe, and specialized pick. You want to pick up all of these techs before you even hit the castle age. And one thing to note is that with your push that you've got here, you've got a lot of different units coming in. So this is kind of like the jack of all trades, master of none, which is part of the reason why, like, either you go for like that men-at-arm crossbow or knight crossbow, something like that. Typically against the English, it's that knight crossbow. But we'll see how your push goes. But I mean, judging the position at the moment, though, it feels good, right? You're playing. Oh my god! And you're going for 3 mangonels. How do you lose this with 3 mangonels and this kind of? Oh my lord! It's looking good. We see on the other side, it's just going to be palisades for your enemy. So it's a bit of a weak point. By the same token, you've kind of just walled off and just said, I don't want to fight on this side, which is advisable to do in this matchup, I think. But now back towards the enemy base. Lots of production coming down. Putting it away towards those walls, which is a curious thing. Normally you'd see it towards the front. But at this point, I mean, you're 40 population up from your enemy, right? Your timing is perfect. You know exactly what you need to do. So my question is, how does this game end how does this game not end within the next 6 minutes, right? Because it should. It 100% should. You're so far ahead of your enemy. You've converted a lot of resources. So I guess the big thing for me, let's double check your production. You've got 10 production facilities, which is pretty decent at this point, but you are floating a lot of resources. But all the upgrades coming through, like you're doing everything right at this point. So let's speed it up, find out exactly how you lose it. I think the big thing for me to note is going up against the English, you got to be so careful. Throwing away a unit, that's all right. You got to be so careful against the English of diving town centers. Town centers, even at this point in the game, it's like you got to be really, really careful. So I think having a couple Trebs in here really could switch it. So maybe just moving up like 2 or 3 vills, dropping a siege workshop right here, and then getting your Trebs to the front line a little bit faster will help elevate that kind of push timing. All right, mango shots come off. Now, we're just going to pause right here. Can I turn the in-game sound down as well? Let's just turn down the game sound so I can just talk about the battle that's happening right now, because this is really important. So you want to be leading with mangonels. What does that mean? That means that you want your mangonels to be in the front of the army. You want them to be the very first thing that takes their shots, because when they take their shots, they absolutely destroy the enemy. Now, what's happened here is you've just kind of moved everything in at the same time, and this is a consequence of having so many different units. You had archers, crossbows, spearmen, men-at-arms, knights, horsemen, springalds, and mangonels. That's 8 different units. That's a lot of units. Compare that over to your enemy who's got spearmen, longbows, and a couple of crossbows. Makes it very easy for him to control. So, look, even at this point, it looks like you'll probably win this fight. I don't know. I would almost 100% certainly suspect. But there is such an advantage that you could have had by opening the fight here with your mangonels on the front line. If you've got your mangonels, you want to keep your infantry right there to body block from any potential knights that are coming in. I think that's a knight. It actually might be. Is that a scout that's just taken a shot to the face? Yeah, it was. Double scout. So mangonels do come up. You're hitting spears, which isn't bad when you've got 3 mangonels, but look at that. That is juicy right there. You can hit one shot on this guy right here in the center, and that is going to be all over Red Rover. But now we kind of fall into that position where you need something to siege down the enemy. So you could think about battering rams, potentially. Mangonel shot. Once again, hitting the spears. Remember, the mangonels do extra damage against ranged units. So you want to be looking to focus them down. There's a huge mass over here that you're not hitting. So at this point, we're just going to pause. You've got plenty of units in queue. Food a little bit slow. You can see plenty of units around that corner, which is good. So you're keeping up your production with this push. This is looking like a solid push. Honestly, if you pull out this strategy every single game, you'll climb quickly doing it. But the mangonels now coming in, but your infantry is starting to dwindle, and that's the concerning thing, is that your infantry numbers are really coming down quite a lot. And the reason why they're coming down quite a lot is because they're fighting the enemy infantry. They don't need to be. Use your mangonels. Let your mangonels be your front line, and only do you defend with your infantry against the enemy infantry that's attacking you. But here, like, you're falling back with your mangonels. It's like, just right-click the enemy units here. You got 3 mangonels. They're so powerful. Sure, you might lose one. That's okay. But you're just very much petering out. And I feel like it's really just about the mangonels. Had you had better control with your mangonels, you would have been in an amazing position here. And even still, at this point, your mangonels want to be right here, underneath this siege workshop. So if any springled pops out or anything, you're able to take them down. And that way, you're also able to force your enemy back, because they're going to be looking to try and get some cheap shots in on you. Keep comes down. This is perfect timing for Mochad right here. The big thing, though, is the finisher. You're going to need, and a lot of people forget this, you're going to need something to finish the game. If you don't have something to finish the game, then are you going to be able to do it? So we'll speed it up a little bit. The big thing is going to be trebuchets, right? You want trebuchets. So these forward vills, they should build a siege workshop immediately and then start the trebs out. I'd almost be tempted to say, hey, build a siege workshop first, but surrounding comes through. Apologies for going through that so quickly. Mangonels on the back line, I mean, they're in a decent spot here, but once again, the consequence of that earlier fight and taking those really poor fights means that you're just overpowered here. There's too many men-at-arms, too many knights, and this is why we go for that composition of crossbows and knights against the English, because it's a very good composition. And obviously you throw in the mangonels and springalds on the back line, and it just makes it so damn difficult. But with this, I mean, it's doubtful that this keep does get up at all. And at this point, 139 population versus 108. Still not a huge difference. He's keeping up on villager count. He's only 10 behind. And against an Abbasid player, if you're only 10 behind on the villagers, like, you're having a good time. But losing these mangonels is going to really hurt you. And I feel like already at this point in the game, like it's enough. Like this push should have killed the English player. You don't want to go late against the English. No Civ wants to, right? Like I play China. I don't want to go late game against the English. The only Civ I want to go late game against the English with is the Malians. And that's kind of wild, right? But yeah, I don't want to mess with these guys in the Imperial Age. So I definitely feel like your push here needed a bit more oomph. Now you're going for a castle, but what's the purpose of this castle? What does it achieve? It's not in your enemy's face. It's not in their base. This was a great castle because it denies a heap of area and it allows you to buy so much space for your trebuchets to begin working on all this infrastructure in here. But this keep, it doesn't really do much, right? Even if this keep goes up, what does your enemy do? They go, oh, that sucks. And then they just don't push it for about 2 minutes while they get trebuchets. And the English love to make trebuchets. So you need to be, I guess, thinking a bit more about exactly what you can achieve with these keeps when you do place them down. Obviously, this is a good keep for holding this position, but this position doesn't really give you much. It doesn't give you access to those resources. Now, you did also make a couple of springalds. I'll say, like, having springalds, it's nice. If you can afford it, yeah, make some springalds, because even then, they still do a lot of damage. 30 damage is actually quite a fair bit. Some would say probably too much. That's a Donald Trump quote right there. But more villagers coming out, so the keep goes down. So once again, in this position, I feel like, oh gosh, so macro, just to talk a little bit more about macro, well, before we get into that, villagers, just siege workshop, just one here, something like that. So you've got trebuchets, two at a time, or, mixing into springwood, something like that, get your greased axles, upgrade, all that kind of stuff. But whenever you look at your economy, and it looks like this, and you see, oh my god, I've got 63 food with 30 vils on wood, with 30 vils on food, and 34 vils on wood with 3,900 food. What do? I take my town centers, I rally them to wood, great, and I'm also going to take my villagers here. I'm going to take, ideally in groups of 8 is what you want. So if you want to grab 8, now when I see this, I'm grabbing 24 vils. I'm going to find 24 vils here, just honestly, probably just grab all of them. Like dump the wood in and find an open spot on the map that you think is safe. Now you've stonewalled this north part, so that's a perfect spot. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring all of those vils out here, and we're just going to go farm, and mills, of course, as well. Now I wouldn't take all 32. I'd probably take, as I said, 24, because that is a lot of wood just to get 24 farms up. You're going to be looking at 1,500. What is it? 1,800 wood. So it's a lot of wood just there, but that way it's going to power up your wood economy. I'm also going to double check and see whether you've got your upgrade good. You've got your upgrade there. You don't have your unique upgrade, so you need to get this unique agriculture upgrade for the Abbasid. That's another big part of it. So that's more on the economic side. Let's focus a bit more on the military push here, because once again, so number one is, like, we could have finished this game already. We easily could have finished this game already if we'd allowed our mangonels to fight. We don't want to be scared with our mangonels. If we see a springled, that's fine. We run away. But until we see that springled, we are very, very vocal with our mangonels, and we put them in the enemy face. But let's take a look and see. So doing a bit of a stock take here. So villager count, you're up by a mile. You're up 18 vils here. You double the military. So once again, you're in a great spot. Your enemy's macro isn't the best. They're in a similar position to you in that they're spending all of their food and they just haven't made that transition yet. I suspect we do have upgrades. Oh yeah, okay, we've got second one coming through now. All right, so hopefully, I want to see siege coming out. Like that's the big thing, right? I just want to see 2 siege workshops. I want to see trebuchets. That's the big thing. So are we going to see that right now? No, we're not. So if there is anything you take from this game, it is please, okay, finally, please make siege. Please make trebuchets in particular. You can try battering rams, but honestly, against the English, battering rams probably aren't going to work that well, just because they can defend with longbows villagers quite effectively. Even in these castle age fights, it's not hard at all for them to do it. But yeah, typically only 2 siege workshops is what you need. 3 is probably overkill. But I mean, you're kind of overkilling it down here with all the production. But this is great, right? Like a forward base. This is perfect. This is exactly what you want against the English in any of these matchups. I can see someone in the chat said time for lunch, Drongo, but I don't think that's my wife. So I'm just going to ignore that for now. Let's get the sound back on here. Maybe we just put it on like 50%, something like that, so it's not blasting our ears, because it does get a little bit weird. So now you're starting to trap everything down, hitting the landmarks as well. Really good. Imperial Age coming through, or at least it was. I don't know whether we're still doing it. So you see the springalds come up, and you lose a trap. Now this isn't terrible for you because you've got plenty of resources, but the consequence of not having that outpost, you've got all these forward vils, drop down an outpost, give yourself a bit more vision. All right, on the other side, we can see that your enemy is not macroing very well. They're actually max population. They can go Imperial like 6 times over, but they're not doing it. So hopefully it's going to be the Wingard Palace that they go for. I suspect it would be. They'd be crazy not to go for the Wingard Palace. Any second now? Any second now? I mean, he's probably just macroing like crazy. Is he AFK? All right, there we go. And it is the Wingard Palace, and it's in a good spot. So very, very well played by your enemy. Let's check in with you. You're also going up, military wing. Nice. And you're pushing in, but you're aging up at the same time. So another rule for all you players out there. If we're aging up, we don't fight. At least we try our best not to fight. Why don't we fight? Because we want to get our upgrades. We don't know that our enemy's aging up as well. We think that we're just aging up. We've got no intel as to their status. So what does that mean? That means that we are fighting right now at not full potential. So it means that you need to clear out production queues. You need to make sure this stable's able to get elite knights. You need to make sure that this archery range is able to get elite crossbows. You need to be dropping down your university. And another thing that a lot of people will forget to do, when you click Imperial, shift villages to gold. So you've only got 24 vills on gold. You're going to need a lot of resources for those upgrades. Elite knights, that's 490 gold. Elite crossbows, there's another 490. You got 1,000 gold. Now let's talk about your elite upgrades here. 245, 245, 245, 245. So that's another 1,000 gold right there. So we're already at 2,000 gold. And then your university, don't get me started on that, but you're looking at a good 3k gold for all those upgrades if you want them. So we're going to need to get more gold rolling in this. So anyway, let's move on. This is not a good fight, which I'm sure you can probably tell here. There's a lot of men at arms. You've got plenty of infantry on the back, but this infantry, it's kind of useless, right? So let's see exactly how it rolls out. No mangonels here is the big part that hurts this the most. So you do get pushed back. I think he's got armor cladding, so he's like fully upgraded. I think you're moving into that crossbow knight comp, which is good. It's what you want to be doing. I mean, micro here, it's about what you'd expect. He's microing relatively well. So you can see how he's focusing down your crossbows. But when the armies are this big, like focusing down the crossbows is pretty irrelevant. Just your crossbows are getting so much value from this. So you're going to need to start kiting back your crossbows now because your front line's died. So you need to start moving them back. Immediately, you need to be dropping university upon age up and start queuing up those elite upgrades. But you're throwing away your units right now. You need to be falling back towards the keep, and you need to be pulling your villages to either repair the keep or to burn down this. But your keep's in a good position. But yeah, you just get whittled down from this point. And it's another one of those consequences of taking this fight. And we do see elite upgrades coming through, but you're going for elite men at arms. Now, why don't you want to go elite men at arms against the English? It's because men at arms don't do a lot of damage. They do 12 damage with +2, and they've got a lot of armor. So by going with men at arms against your enemy, you're basically doing no damage against a unit that's actually much better than yours. Sure, you get a little bit of extra health, but the armor gives so much more value than that extra health does. And so even from this position, it's just very difficult. So I think the big thing for me, judging this, is just like lack of mangonels. What are the strengths of the Abbasid? What's the biggest strength of the Abbasid other than fresh foodstuffs? To me, it's the ability to create siege on the field. It's a huge, powerful ability that can turn the tide of battle. So I would almost be tempted to say, try and fall back as far as you can away from this keep, even if you lose the keep, even if you lose the forward base, and get some mangonels out. But I don't really need to watch much further because I already know from this position that it's very easily an English win. And as long as our yellow player doesn't make any mistakes. So I guess the big thing for me is, like, number one, think about adding in that fourth town center if you know your enemy's going to be playing 3 TC. Number two, your timing push was great, but you needed a nail in the coffin. You had the coffin all set up, you put the body inside, but there was no nail in the coffin. So the zombie got up and it ate you. It ate your face. So what was your nail in the coffin? You tried to make it that keep, but by then it was already too late because of your mangonel control. So if we're looking on it from a macro perspective, focus on getting out those trebuchets a bit earlier. If we're looking from a micro perspective, make sure those mangonels are getting off their shots on the front line. Other than that, though, Mochad, I hope that's been a little bit insightful for you about ways that you can improve your game. If you're watching this on Patreon, because that's where you're going to be watching it, I hope you guys have enjoyed this this coaching session, and I hope you're looking forward to plenty more. All right, there you guys go. What do you reckon, Mochad? Oh, Don Artie's here. Can we choose replays? Yeah, sure, Don. How's it going, man? Hey, Don, I'm going to give you mod, but can you just not nuke anybody unless they're, like, actual deserve it? How do I give mod to someone? There we go, add moderator. I have a game for you. If it's like an actual casted game, I'm not doing those now. I'm happy to do coaching now, but casted games, no siree, Bob. Did I see Anomi in the chat as well? Yo, Anomi's here. Anomi, I know you're not a mod for me anywhere else, but I'm happy for you to be a mod here just because I trust you and you've got amazing Chinese build orders. You changed the game for China, dude. So thank you. Learned a lot. Awesome. Great to hear, man. Mr. Mellon says, I came here for ladder climbing. Well, Mr. Mellon, here's a ladder. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Roman. How you going, mate? My eyes bled while watching that game, says Control Ang. Hey, man, we all got to start somewhere. Or you can do coaching from the POV of someone, then. I'm going to assume you won, Don. Anomi. Hey, thank you, man. I'm not too bad, man. I'm good, Don. So what do we want to do? We want to turn up our in-game volume. We're going to put our music on as well. Let's get some music going. There we go. Now we're talking. How do you defend against Rus, Knights, and Archers in Age 2? What civ do you play? Depends, Clark. But typically, Spearman Horseman's quite good. Do you want the game or nah? What type of game is it, Don? China? Yeah, I would be going just Spearman, Horseman until they throw in spears. When they throw in spears, that's when it starts to get a bit more dicey. I've been taking a lot of L's with Malians. Dude, so have I. I'm actually just giving up because I'm so bad at them. And I don't want to spend the time to get good at them. And so it's like, it's one of those awkward things where I just want to climb the ladder. Quick question, Drongo. The Malian HRE 2v2 sling, any ideas how to best it? Ooh. Yes, actually. I do. Quick, you need to fast castle and you need to get crossbows. I think that's the only way to beat it. Ozzy, are you a Drongo? I'm a big Drongo. It's China French by Valdemar on Ancient Spires. Unless it's you asking for the coaching, Don, I wouldn't be doing it now, but I will definitely take a look at it. I need to cast more Don Artie games. I'm going to leave myself a note. Cast more Don games. Cast more Don Artie games. How do you play versus Holy Roman Empire? Fast Castle on Hill and Dale. I play Ing, French, Rus, Otto, and Aber. That's a really good map for them. The only thing I would be thinking, maybe English on that map might work, Cloud. Yeah, I think English. I haven't played AoE4, so pretty hard to cast me. Oh. Yeah, what's the Voldemar game? I can write that one down. I can't cast it right now, though. Voldemar. He's a good player, dude. I reckon, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's at the next Wallalol. Like, he's improving that fast. Oh, thanks, Bailey. Welcome to the real world. You think it's hype? Well, if you think it's hype, Don, it's hype. Yeah, no worries, Mike. Yeah, I think it's going to be... You've got to do, like, fast castle into crossbows. So I think, like, if you've got a China on your team, go for, like, a Song Dynasty fast castle into crossbows. I think you can do a Song Dynasty fast castle in, like, 730. And then just supervise out crossbows from a single archery range. And then hold doing that. Maybe if you've got, like, a French as well to make knights, I think that could work, but probably not against HRE. But actually, you know what? French would be sick. All right, I reckon we just get into it. I'm going to do a couple skirmish games just to practice, just to make sure I've got the right build order. Because, I mean, we've got a whole bunch of build orders that I'm going to be simple builds. So, I've got my Mongol build order down here. I think this is like just our standard one. Can you play HRE? Nah, China only, mate. I was playing like Ottos and Malians last time, but now I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna play China. They're busted. I might as well. I've been playing China for 12 months and they're finally overpowered. Like, now it's time to play. Okay, so... let's just do the standard build order. Wait, that needs to be a, that needs to be a mill. So mill goes here. Actually, mill can go here. Okay. This one down to berries. I think we go... so Imperial Academy goes here. Bro, where are my sheep at? I can't hear shit. Hey Django, do you prefer streaming on Twitch or YouTube? I don't have enough information yet about YouTube. But I am enjoying it so far. I like the fact that my bitrate is much higher here, which means that the quality of the stream is a lot higher as well. So you can see more pixels. Because there's one thing that really frustrates me about Twitch, and it is that. I hate streaming in 6K. It's like, it frustrates me immensely. Alright. Let's do a one-on-one. Oh, you sniped me on the ladder then. I'm only Plat. Should be easy, right? Oh, here we go. Actually, I want to take these ones first, and then those ones, because this is more contested. What's the matchup? English. That doesn't really matter, does it? We're just doing practice. Alright, I think we're good to transition. Let's take these back. Why is placing the mill on the TC so much better than on the berries? Because you don't miss out on all the the terrible like the Imperial Official, right? Like I can just go like this and bam, like I don't even have to think about it, right? Like I don't have to move my, because normally what you'd have to do is select all your villagers, right click the mill, and then, you know, shift click them down back onto their sheep, and then you'd have to time the drop off perfectly so none of them missed. But if you do it on the TC, it's really good. And it just saves you, like, you don't need to take berries for like 10 minutes, right? So like why should you go on to berries that early? It just, yeah, to me it just doesn't make sense. Oh, wait, 1 gold short, that's alright. Drongo, I just had a thought for you for build order nerds out there. And you know when I have a thought, it can be real shit. Yeah, I do actually. Don Artie is like the... if Don Artie has a thought about a build order, it changes the whole way the meta gets played, dude. Don Artie's like the mister. Honestly, Don, if you made it to Red Bull Walla Lol, I would have you at strategy 10. I unironically have you at strategy 10. So what build order are we doing right now? I think we're just going for fast Dragoon, right? Just one base, fast Dragoon. What was that? Scout. How many vills have we got in queue? More than enough. Let's go. That'll do. Donald send it to me in DMs. If it's that good, you can't let the public see it. It'll change the way the game's played forever. I might just do that and then send that to there. God, the age up came through so quick, didn't it? Motherfucker's going second TC. He's gonna get absolutely wrecked. We want one more out here. After this, I'm gonna switch this out to food. We need to get a second IO now. That's one too many on wood. A little bit slow, at least it's feeling slow. Oh, delivery. Okay, we need to think about our next upgrade, and also about a also need to think about another village. So this should come down here. Oh, this is so expensive. Do we dare get double broadaxe? Is that the right thing to do here? I'm kind of tempted just to drop a house, but it's like, I think actually dropping a house here is probably the right thing to do. Because your wood is increasing. Oh, upgrades. There we go. Maybe you only need to go to like 11 on food. I do have a little bit of an excess here. I was like waiting for my food to drop. Timing's not that bad. Oh, I had the supervision on the wrong thing. That's okay though. Actually, we don't want it from there. We want it from here. I can drop racks. Now I can rally back to food. I can look for +1 as well. So I think as long as we're rallying out here, I mean, we haven't done a whole lot of scouting. Rest in peace, little guy. Definitely struggling on that food now, aren't we? Sick battering ram right there. You can just double supervise that, I think. Okay. Seems decent. All right. A little warm up before game. As Donati said, no, just playing against an equally skilled opponent right there. All right, let's see what Don said. I haven't really played the game yet this season, but I have two questions that may lead to a conclusion. One, how much does forestry cost now? And two, if you click forestry while aging up and it finishes 1 second after the landmark, does it give double gold? Those are my questions. You want to see the build order, Don? I've got a build order that actually does that. And yes, it's good. It's really good. The timing, though, is impeccable. Check this out, okay? Now, my theory is it's good against every single civ against the English. But yes. Yes. Let's watch and take a look. I think my opening is the same for this. I'll double check. Hold on. That's not a good spawn. So this one right here. Chinese rush into 620 TC. The timing is very difficult, but let's see if we can pull it off. So, if I remember correctly, we rally out to wood. These guys are going to make a mill once again on the TC. And now they go to wood. So now we can afford... we also need to do... Let's do that right there. But yes, the answer to your question is it's good and it works. My only concern is that you do delay Chinese Song as well as feudal quite a lot. So that's like the one thing that kind of like scares me about it. So the idea is, I mean, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it, right? But you only have to pay 50 gold and you get 64 back. So it's basically for free, right? But the way that I was utilizing it is that I use it to kind of slingshot myself into other things. Because from 1 TC, you can use that. So essentially, you use all of these cheap techs to keep pumping in your gold from your Imperial officials. And so another really good tech is Hardened Spearman, because it only costs, I think, 35 gold, and you get 64 gold back for it. So it's kind of wild when you think about it like that. Let's go and find some. I think we're against the French. That looks like a French scout. No, HRE. So there's like a whole way that you place your base as well to maximize the efficiency of the layout. And the reason why is because you actually have to place it that way. If you don't, your Imperial official has to move around so much. And the idea is that you want to maximize their efficiency as well. I think that this is it. Now, I think... Hold on, I just got to double check. Give me a sec. The build order here. It's... So 5 onto wood and then onto food after that. So we'll just rally onto food now. It's been a while since I've done it. Probably a month or so since I've done this build order. And then as soon as we drop off that, now we're going to put this down right there. It's right next to the mill. It needs to be next to the mill. Because if it's not next to the mill, then your walk distance is increased even further. But we're against the Holy Roman Empire, so we want to hit their stone. Now, keep in mind, their stone... Now, here's another thing. So we drop off like that. We force drop off, and then we're going to power out 2 spears. And then as soon as the second spear finishes, we're going to start supervising this, and the other drop-off's going to happen. 3, 2, 1. Boom. And now these guys are going to drop off. Any second. There we go. So we're kind of like maximizing the bonuses that we get here. We're doing full supervision on both of these. And then another 2 from here. We're going to cut this one a little bit short, though. There we go. And now they're going to drop off here again. And we're only going to make 5 spears. Oh, that was a mistake. It's okay. Alright, so we need to find that gold. So I don't know what way it's going to be, but I'm going to come through this way. We can also do a pickup over here. So we're at 160 gold at the moment. There's the gold. So against the HRE player, that's what we want. Now we're going to go out to here. This should be 40 gold as well. So that's going to give us enough to age up. Now, if I remember correctly, I think we want to go up with 5. Drop landmark at 410. Yeah, I think we go up with 5 villages on the landmark. It's been so long since I've done it. Landmark positioning, typically we go right here, but I think I misplaced the lumber camp. So we're probably not going to be able to fit it. We might have to go, yeah, we're going to have to go right there. That's okay. It's not terrible. Now, in the transition period, this is where you have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Let me try and remember exactly what I wanted to do. Because why is this an Age 1 barracks build? I'm confused. Because we're utilizing the extra gold that we get from this and from this to push us into another direction. I'm trying to think whether it was second town center or what we did. It's been so long since I've done it. I'd have to double check with Kanoki. Because Kanoki's the one that I do all the theorizing in. Or theorizing with. So here I'm going to grab 31 gold from that. But I need to make sure that it's maxed out. Or I need to hit my... I think I took 4 from here. Out to there. On stone. And now that one drops off there. That goes to there. I think we're a little bit too late, so the idea is that you want it to be at like 25%. And now you research that. You obviously got your spearmen up here actually doing stuff. Not like this. And you want the timing to finish right there. These guys go back over. So 5 minutes finishes. Then you're going to pick up that. You're going to use that gold to then... For fuck's sake. To get you that. So you can see like the gold that I've got, I use for that, and then I go from that, then I pick up the gold for that. And then the next upgrade that we're going to get is survival techniques. And so we're just basically getting all of our super early upgrades by doing that. Then we also go for a really early stable and get and supervise horsemen out. But essentially that was the build order, that was the idea. It costs 25 gold. Oh, sorry, 25 food and 25 food, 50 gold, and it will give you a rebate of 64 gold. So even if you go down there, that's probably still full, yeah. So that's still full, and you can see I've still got rebate back in here. I misplaced this landmark, but you can see the gold is just absolutely crazy. I mean, I can get wheelbarrow right there. Dude, it's crazy how much spam there is on YouTube. Look at that. Anyone else having quality issues on the vid? It says I've dropped 0 frames, so I don't think it's on my end. So it might be on YouTube's end, so maybe try putting down the quality and see if that fixes it. You thought techs were 30% cheaper? Not really. I mean, the way that it works is you just get a rebate. It just gives you extra gold in your tax, and then you have to collect that tax. AI dating. I mean, isn't all dating AI now? I don't think we're dating the AI, but I think it's just like using AI and algorithm as like a different. We're gonna use AI to give you the best possible date. All right, let's do it. Look at that, platinum 1, baby. Good luck sniping me. All right, let's get you guys back up on the screen. Are you switching to YouTube streaming or just trying it out? So I have a good question. So at the moment, the plan is to just try it out, but probably I'll be switching. At least I'll just be doing gameplay on YouTube. When I cast games, I'll probably do them offline, but I might do them on Twitch. I still haven't decided. No, forestry is not cheaper than 25. No, it's not. I mean, you get the 65 gold back though, right? Right, Don? I mean, everything else is cheaper. This is 50, 100. It used to be 75, 150. But forestry is still the same. But you can combine it with like the spearman upgrade. Go on, Don. Do it. When will we get some community 8-player king? Fuck off, Mr. Oh my god, this guy. Do we have any? Oh, he is a mod. Damn it, man. Yo, GLJ's here. What's up, GLJ? I just saw you sent like 2 messages before as well. Yo, what's up, Mo Chad? Welcome to Big Fan right there. I don't know what Big Fan is. It must have been something I set up like a long time ago. But I've been working on a notification. You guys want to see? Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. I don't know if it will come up. Oh, you know what? I turned it off. Never mind. I like deleted it and everything. All right, we're up against Y, who's a Conk 2. And we're playing Hideout. Dude, I don't want to play this map. Okay, he doesn't want to play this map either. That's good. That's good. It's literally just Rus. It's like only like you play Rus on that map. It's crazy how good it is. Thanks for the family-friendly AoE4 content. I enjoy your vids. No worries, mate. I was tempted to swear right then, but I didn't. Drogo, I have ranked fear. I have nightmares with it. Okay, Shan, let me help you out with your ranked fear. Go and create a family sharing account for your main account and just play on that. Easy. It's Altai. Dude, the map's here. We're up against Armeria. He's a Conk 3 at the moment. I don't know how good he is. What did he play last on Altai? Oh, he's been losing a lot though. Jeez. He played against you in Metal. He plays Ottomans.
Have fun.
Okay, so I guess this is... I'd be tempted to say, is it 1 TC? Am I going 1 TC here? Maybe I just do my opening. I think I'm just going to do the Don Hardy opening that we just talked about. Oh, he's playing Malians. Oh, okay. What's a spanner in the works? So do we just go Master Dragoner, I guess? How is he even going to play this? Like, is he just going to trade? So I'm just going to play standard? I don't know where his scout is yet. There it is. He might go more than one scout. That's a bad village placement. Let's go. You know what? Let's just do that. Yo, what? Oh, man. I accidentally shift-clicked you back out there. My bad. Oh, I'm fucking rallying to wood. Oh, my lord. I'm wondering all this time. How is he... Oh, that's a lot of sheep right there. 5. Does he know that we're here? I think he should. It wouldn't have done the call out just yet. I'll come in like that and drop the sheep off. Bit of a weird angle. I don't know if that's bug abuse, but it is what it is. I think he did double scout. I'm not 100% sure though. So that's going there. Is he's not opening Donzo, is he? Oh, he's playing Malians. Fuck, man, we should have opened spears. Why don't we do that? How do we want Barbican there? Let's go scout his base. So I'm suspecting it's just going to be trade from him. So I think I'm just going to play 2 TC Feudal. It's probably the best way to do this. Fuck, look at that wall, dude. That, oh my god. He gets insane wall right there. I'm like this. He's like, yeah, what up? It's 2 pixels. I'm gonna have to get something up there quick smart. I'm in trouble. I wonder how early he goes to wall off. I'm gonna be late on the age up. I forgot to force drop. Ah, should have hit that. It's back gold anyway, man. Yeah, and he is going trade. It's kind of to be expected, right? Fucker. He pulled that wolf. Oh, I might be able to try and get the wall on him here. He's trying to wall me out there. Oh, motherfucker! Oh, I was in range. Oh, dude. Oh, this is going to shit. Oh, this is going to shit. Oh, God. I've lost so many vills already. Oh, no, there's a third one. Oh, my God, I can't believe that, dude. He actually got behind the walls as well. So I'm down 3 vills right now. And he's already trading. And I think I don't... Oh, no, I have a scout. Okay, that's a good sign. Maybe I shouldn't have even, like, played for the walls. Just, like, gone for the kill. He's going warrior scouts, which means he has to have a stable. So where do we want to hit? If he's here, we want to hit the wood line. Oh, we want to hit the wood line. Oh, it's so easy. Just hit the wood line and we win. Need to get another lumber camp down. How long have you guys been idle for? It says 6 people idle. That was not 6 people idle. Okay, he spots us now. Stealing away our hunt. I think it's probably enough. Am I rallied over there or something? I must be rallied. I keep getting idols from that position. Oh my god, he's going full warrior scouts. So we hit here, then the wood line, and that should be it. Oh, he's got nothing. Oh, he's barely even set up yet. Fuck, he's aging up. I could have probably denied that. Okay, Shokuno seemed pretty good. Oh my god, I fucked it up. Dude, I don't know why, but I can't hotkey my shit. No wonder I got no food. I'm trying to work out where's all my food at. Dude, look at my look at my wood. We might be able to pull these vills out. How many battering rams do you want? Yes. Alright. JJ. Yeah, I think if you're up against trade, you just go absolutely ham, right? Oh, GLJ, you changed your name. That's cool, dude. All right. Well, I mean, it was definitely a bit of a rough start. He wasn't really trading that ham. I guess it takes so much. This is why I don't think, like, you can't open just direct trade. You have to kind of play a bit of feudal and then add in trade slowly. 7 Falcons ass, you better believe it. This build is so strong. I know, right? It looks scary at first. I thought we're going to lose this. I lost so many units. I got a casual 57 rating for that as well, by the way. Oh, look at the Vil count, dude. No wonder. Damn, dude. Looks like 15 Vils there. Look at the military count, though. I actually didn't lose that many units. What the hell? I thought I lost more than that. I felt like I had no units. But I guess he's sitting down on 0 the whole time. I was worried, man. All right, I got lunch delivered. Somebody mentioned earlier, it's time for lunch, Aussie Drongo. Indeed it is. Oh, that is good. What have you got? My wife has cooked up. I guess the best way to call it, in Australia, we say beef stroganoff. Beef stroganoff. I don't know if that's... Yeah, it's kind of like this. It's a little bit different. She's Filipino, so it's got like a Filipino twist on it. I think she just calls it beef and mushroom. We got a bit more... It doesn't have the pasta, though. It's just like this. So I'm literally just eating mushrooms and beef in a bowl. And it's fucking amazing. Spencer Smith says, trying to get into the game, any civ you suggest currently? That is a good question. So, what is your RTS background? How much RTS have you played before? Because if the answer is a fair amount, then you can pretty much go anywhere. If you're new to RTS in general, I would definitely recommend the English or the French to start it out with. Probably the English, though. My personal favorite, I love the Chinese, but another, if you want to get, actually, this is probably it. I mean, the Ottomans, they say that it's 2-star difficulty. I don't think that's true. I think it's 1-star difficulty. I do think this civ is very easy. There is one strategy that you can do, and you can actually take over the ladder with it, if you do it, and you should be able to beat every civ on every map with it. That was good. Auto's hard for beginners? I disagree. I think it's so easy. What's the auto strat? It's just feudal, but you get eco upgrades really early. I can show you how to do it. Hi, a bit new to 1v or to AoE4. Would you say that Rus is a 1v1 faction or is it good in 3v3? Rus used to be the best civ in 1v1 by far for a long time. About 6 or 7 months, Rus was the best civ that there was. It was banned in tournaments, but now it's not as strong as it used to be. It's probably considered by many to be one of the weakest civs. I would say that Malians are probably the weakest, with the Rus the second weakest. That doesn't really change much in team games. On water maps, they're quite good though. But other than that, they don't really excel in either team games or in 1v1 at the moment. Drongo, don't make me write it again. Let me see what you said, Don, sorry. Don said, Drongo, I just want to let you know the valid game will disappear from his history tomorrow, most likely. Okay. I don't know if I'll cast it right now, Don, or whether I cast it after I finish streaming, because I'll still be making content, just not live. What's the best water civs? It depends on the map, but generally Chinese and Holy Roman Empire I consider the best. Rus are also really good on water, but they have to hit their timings. If they don't, then it's a good game. Sorry, guys. I'm just enjoying my beef and mushroom too much right now. Is the beef and mushroom spicy? No, it's not. So good though, dude. I still have some left. So I'll show you guys the build order. Just for the Ottomans. Something I've been working on. I think it's got a lot of potential. Let's turn you guys off. Alright, so I'm gonna record this video for YouTube as well. So if you don't want to watch it now and you want to go do something, it'll be up on YouTube. I reckon we could probably post this tonight. See you, Mr. Melon. Alright, we're gonna try and do it on the fly. G'day fellas, and welcome to a build order breakdown. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a build order that you can use to climb the ladder, and I assure you, it is available from the noobs to the pros. This is an insanely good build order with the Ottomans. A really easy to use civ. I was talking about it with a bunch of friends, and they were saying, no, it's hard to use. I don't think so. I think the Ottomans are super duper easy. Let's get into it. We're going to start by queuing up 5 or 4 villages in our town center and sending out our villagers to stone, and we're going to make sure one villager is going to food. Let's begin. All right, queue up the town center. Everyone out to stone, 1 villager to food, and move the sheep across. We're also going to just grab these 2 sheep. Hey, that's not how you path right there, scout. Did you guys see that scout right there trying to path like that? And we're going to immediately go to the front of our base once we've secured that. So these guys are going to go and grab some stone for us. And what we're going to be doing here is a bit of an early aggression. Now, you can do this strategy against every single civilization at the moment on any single map. It doesn't matter. If there is one strategy you are going to learn, make it this strategy because this is an insanely strong strategy. So now we're going to take these guys and let's go out like that. And 1 here. You're going to go over there. So yeah, if there's one strategy that you could learn right now, if you're new to the game and you know, you still haven't really decided on the civ or anything like that, I would say learn this strategy and you're going to get really, really good quickly with it if you just practice this. Because as I said, you can pretty much do it, you know, on every single map, in every single matchup. It's a really, really good one. So with our scout, we're just scouting around our base, just looking to find any potential sheep. That's all we care about right now is just the starting sheep. So there should be 5 that we have. All right, and we're rallying to food. That's going to be a key factor here. And we're collecting 150 wood. So you can see us right now. So we're going to be using 50 of that wood for a house, 50 of that wood for a lumber camp, and 50 of that wood going to be for a mining camp as well. Now, the way that we time this is, it's a little bit weird. So we go to 10 villages on food, and then we go out to gold. And the reason why is because we actually want a lot of villagers on gold, and we want to minimize our walking distance. So the sooner that we can have those villagers, oh, you guys need to be out over here. And so with that, he's going to be able to do that. So the idea is that we want lots of villagers on gold, but we don't want them to have to be walking from the wood line over to the gold and back to the wood, all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're just going to send a whole bunch out there towards the end of our age up, and that's essentially the idea. So we're gonna get our second ville out there now, and then finally our sheep coming through. Now we're gonna go scout out the enemy. Now this part's optional, you don't have to do this. It's probably a bit more of an advanced part to the build order, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go be aggressive against our enemy. Now in this game we're playing up against the Rus, so we're gonna be looking at hitting their stone because they typically want to go for that second town center. So we're gonna send our spearmen out onto the map, into the world, to go and look for something to hit potentially. And so now as we begin moving out across the map, we are looking for the gold or the stone, depends on which one, but typically going to be on the opposite end of the map. Making sure we've got villagers queued up. Now we want 4 on gold. And then we're going out to wood after that. So 10 on food, 4 on gold. And there we can see. So that's where the enemy town center is. We know where the enemy town center is, so we can now rally our units with safety. Now we will get a pretty decent age up time with this as well. We're going to be using 5 villagers to age up. So scout back there. Oh, gotta make sure we move these sheep in a little bit closer so that they don't all get killed too far away. All right, there's the gold, so we'll just go for that. I think he's got stone down here as well, so we've got a beautiful double whammy. This is amazing whenever this happens to you. And now you can see we are starting to struggle a little bit. So I'm going to grab 5 villagers. I'm going to make my twin minaret madrasa. Going to make sure that I pull these guys back. I don't want them to fight. I just want them to be distracting the enemy. And now I'm also going to be dropping down another house. So you can see that we're just about to get housed. That's why we collected that 150 wood. And so with this now, we're still collecting plenty of gold. We're looking to collect up to 250 gold. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're going to be getting early upgrades. And so the idea here is that we want to try and take advantage of the fact that we just want to stay on one town center. We're not too interested in getting additional town centers. And because of that, we're going to try and use or get as much value as we can out of the villagers that we've got from that one town center. It looks like the villagers from gold have left the building. Looks like we might have a little sheep delivery coming in. Now remember, we want 250 gold. After we've got 250 gold, then we're going to be moving our villagers off gold. We're going to be bringing them over across to... I think we actually sent them out to stone for a little bit as well, but we'll be bringing them onto wood as well in a little bit. So you can see now we're slowly getting towards that. Still down here, working our magic. All right, so that should be 250, 3, 2, 1. That should be it. So now we'll go over to stone. So we're just going to collect 100 stone. And now with these guys, going to just drop them off as we're about to age up, because these 5 vills are all going to go over onto the berry landmark. Let's put that one down. Now we could have actually made our mining camp a little bit better. Where are you guys going? Get over there. All right, and so straight as soon as we age up one, let's not get that one. Let's get that one, double broadaxe. And so what we're doing now is really focusing on that big economy. We're getting both of our upgrades nice and early, wheelbarrow and double broadaxe. And the idea here is that we're really going to be pushing out a lot of military units. So here I'm going to be dropping down an archery range. Make sure we queue up villagers. Getting housing here as well. So we want 100 stone. Once we've got 100 stone, then we're just going to leave 1 villager on our stone. So that's about to happen. So now that's going to start making... we're going to pull 2 vills now here. I think we'll try and do that. It's not the prettiest. All right, so we're just going to leave just that 1 villager. Now we're going to start rallying out to food. In fact, we can probably just rally to our sheep. Bring that back. And we want to switch this guy over onto Spahi now. So let's cancel that. Go over Spahi. And we're also going to drop down our blacksmith. Make sure we get him nice and close in. All right, and so behind this, we're now making archers. And so the idea is that we want to get so many archers. It's all about big archer balls here. That is not archer bull, that is archer balls. So we might actually just rally over to food, try and exhaust this a little bit faster. And our first point is going to come in. We're going to be going with meta drums. And we want to make sure that we're keeping all of our units together in the same group. And that's the great thing about the Ottomans, is you can just kind of put everything together in the same group. Don't have to worry too much about it. I mean, obviously you do want to try and micro as well. But now the units begin coming out, and we are just pumping out units non-stop. And from here, it's very easy, very simple, because all we're doing is keeping a nice balance of villagers on food, villagers on wood, replacing our wood camps, and just making archers. That's it. We've got both of our military schools here. These guys are both going to be on Spahi for the rest of the game. And the third one that comes in, that will be going onto the meta. But for the moment, you just chill out, because this is where your mass starts to build. You can see we've still got those archers in queue. And we might want to start adding, villagers over to gold as well, because we're going to need to start thinking about upgrades. But before we do that, we're just going to keep throwing down more archery ranges. You can see we're getting a little bit over the top with it here, but our macro is very nice and balanced. Super duper easy build order to pull off. Very hard to stuff up this build order, because you're quite safe. Your enemy's not going to be really applying too much pressure towards you at early stages of the game. And it allows you to build up a pretty decent mass, as you can see right here. and then we can take this mass and we can convert this into a very strong timing push. Now, it looks like our berries just respawned right there, so we're going to make sure that we go up. We always want to exhaust our berries as quickly as possible, adding in more houses. And 3 archery ranges is going to be more than enough for now, so we'll just leave it on that. And now you can see how big our mass is really starting to get. And it's starting to look a bit scary, right? Like, you push an enemy with this kind of unit mass, and they're going to have problems. So it is definitely a nice strategy to open. Now, once you've got that 100 stone, you can stop gathering the stone. So something small to think about, because you are going to be needing to drop down the next one. Sometimes your macro can be a little bit off, so always try and balance out your food and your wood. You want to try and keep that those two working together, and making sure that they are balanced. But then now we're moving towards those upgrades. Now, when it comes to upgrades, you could probably move villagers over a little bit faster. You can see right now we're starting to stack up that wood quite a bit. This is the consequence of me having that poor macro. But what will be happening is we'll be moving into a battering ram timing push here. So, you know, we're pushing out. We probably shouldn't be pushing out without +1. But let's move some more villagers over onto gold at this point. You can probably move these guys over a little bit earlier. You can see we're still just pumping out archers, trying to keep as many as we can in queue. Super duper easy though. And from here, we can now get siege engineering in. With siege engineering on the way, that's when the push really starts to begin. You know, we're applying pressure to the front. We're just playing with our food at this point. But we got a little bit of a counter attack over here. Let's pull our units back here. Just make sure that he's going ham. Look at that. So with that, obviously, this is not part of the build order. Getting raided with spearmen like that. Let's pull these spears and make them move a little bit. And we'll get everybody back to work now. Well, that guy's still getting attacked. Oh, did we move our archers away? We must have moved our archers away. All right, well, our upgrades now come through. We're looking to get +1. We're going to drop down a single battering ram because we're going to need the wood to do something else, and that is get our next military school in. So now we're going to get our 3rd military school in. We're going to make sure that we drop this one down in the best spot that we've got. That's a good spot over there. Normally, you'd want to avoid having them on the front line, but I think in playing this kind of game where you're on the aggressive, I think it's kind of safe. It's quite safe to do it. And that's essentially it. Now you can see we're just going to be looking to pick up the rest of the upgrades, and that's it. So we'd look to push. Typically, you'd want to go with more than 1 battering ram, so you'd maybe want to do 2 or 3. We did get a little bit interrupted here, but I will forgive the AI for interrupting our perfect little build order there with some spearmen. But that's essentially what it looks like. The Ottoman build order, the Ottoman opening. I've got chat here at the moment. I'm going to open the floor to questions if you've got any questions about the way that we play it from here or the way that we transition. In fact, we can talk about some of the ways that you can transition out of this and the best way to do it. So the power spikes for the Ottomans are going to be that mid-feudal timing push, as well as early castle is their other timing push. About 2 minutes after they age up, which is when they get their first mangonel, that's a big spike for them. So those are the pushes or the timings that you're going to be looking for. So ideally, you might want to stay in the castle age for, 16, 17 minutes. Try and look to surround your enemy and then start talking or start thinking about that age up potentially. So it's basically, I can see Incog in the chat saying it's basically the Chinese build order, except it's easy to pull off. And that's exactly it, right? It's super easy to pull off. I mean, it's not as easy as like the French 7 to food, 3 to gold, that sort of thing, but it's still pretty easy, right? Like you don't have to deal with imperial officials or anything like that. So it makes it, it's quite simple. There are a lot of things we didn't talk about in there that probably go down to more of the intricacies of the civilization, but I will refer you guys to Beastie Cutie's video, if you haven't watched it already, the Ottoman overview that he just did where he talked a whole bunch about it. So I would refer you to Beastie. Make sure you check him out, another YouTuber, a great creator. And yeah, I guess we'll leave it right there. Pandemonium in the chat asking, doesn't mass horsemen beat this though? Yes, it does. Which is why it's imperative that we scout the enemy. We didn't really talk too much about scouting, but yes. And we can always drop down a barracks. We can always switch our military schools from Sparky over to Spearmen. But yes, mass horsemen will beat archers. That is, that's the counter system. But, ideally we'd look to try and scout that out before it actually happens. Incog saying it can be tricky to get a critical mass of horsemen versus this, and then you can always weave in spearmen. And that's exactly it. It's the weave in spearmen or the wove in spearmen that make it so tricky to deal with a strategy like this, because once they come in, you know, 2 at a time, 3 at a time, and there's a big mass of archers that are getting their movement speed boosted by the meta, it makes it very difficult. If you didn't waste your spearmen, your Dark Age spearmen. Yeah, well, you're always going to try and keep your Dark Age spearmen alive. Remember that even if you try and be aggressive with them, you don't want to fight the enemy. You just want to annoy the enemy. But yeah. Burgrave Rush just absolutely beats Blast this, right? No, it doesn't. A lot of people don't realize how good the... a lot of people don't realize how good the Ottomans are against Burgrave Rush because of the meta. The meta gives an extra 2 melee armor. So you can just go full cav and spear against it. I mean, obviously, it depends on your map, it depends on your matchup, but against a Burgrave Rush, if that's what you scout, then very happily you can switch into full Horseman Spearman and just put the meta on melee armor. As long as you're on one base, you should be able to defend it. All right, well, if you're watching this on YouTube, that's going to be it. A short video, a quick video, but hopefully that gives you a bit of insight to a strategy that is slowly but steadily taking over the ladder. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Would this work against Mongol Rush? Against the Mongol Rush, I'd probably also do... against the Mongols, I'd always just do a barracks in the Dark Age as well. Back to my lunch. How's YouTube treating you? Yeah, really well. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think my favorite thing about YouTube is the fact that I can stream with higher quality. I love being able to stream in 1440p. Oh man, that is so delicious. Mr. Drungo, you're going to be streaming more regularly on YouTube because it's kick-ass for you to stream. Yes, that's the plan. Yeah, I'll be streaming more regularly on YouTube. No spearman upgrade in that build? There's no need for a spearman upgrade if you've only got like 3 or 4 spears. I don't think it's relevant. I think in that matchup though, we're probably going to see people trend towards a heavier cavalry composition, or rather just against the Ottomans. Like people are just going to play really heavy cav because archers are so good. On that build, it's imperative to scout. Sometimes you go 1 range, 1 stable. Yeah, I think so. Pandemonium saying, I'd like to say I recently learnt your early Ottoman build and just beat Fitzbro in ranked with it. It's great to hear. It's great to hear. Fitzbro, obviously, a big friend of the channel. I think in a scrappy game like early small mass fights, it's best to get 2 healing dudes first. So good at that point of the game. The one thing I don't like about the 2 healing dudes, Don, is that the aura that they give, it doesn't stack. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is like, if they just get killed, then what can you do? Hey, Kyle. Yeah, I'm not too bad, man. How's it going for you? Do you like playing English? Yeah, I don't mind English. They're good fun. Oh, we got hideout. Rus map. 5 idiots and 4 lucky dog. What's the chances this guy plays Rus here? Match hidden, history hidden. Relatively high. I don't even know how to beat Rus on this map. Don't pick Rus, don't pick Rus, don't pick Rus, don't pick Rus. Thank you. HRE though. Makes it a bit more awkward. Actually, I think we can still do it though. So this is going to be a little bit different of a game, but we'll have to see how he plays it, whether he goes 2TC or not. I think we go mill here. It's not a lot of sheep. I was kind of hoping for more. I just realized I'm doing the wrong build order, but that's okay. I should be going for just an early house, but this should be okay. I'm just thinking, how do I transition? I mean, I can go for song, I just don't... Oh, motherfucker. I hate it when they're already on your side like that. Oh, he's gonna get that. I'll just have to let him have it. At least we beat him on the rest of the map. He might... Is he looking to go double scout? He could. So I think we just pull for... We pull for 5 villas onto this tree. If you go this one here, probably a bit less walking distance, and the chop time will be decent as well. So maybe we just do that. 5 villas chopping is only like 2 seconds, so the walk time's probably about the same. He did go double scout. Yeah, I figured. Should still be okay for us. So normally I'd chop from the same straggler, but because this one's on the way to the gold vein, it just makes sense to go for that one. He's cleaned up the whole map. So we gotta wall that. So the playstyle that we're looking to play here is an aggressive H2 with walls. That's essentially it. So in total, I think we probably got about the normal amount of sheep. The main concern I have with doing... You know what? I'm not going to do it. Can you not? Thanks, mate. So we've got a lot of vills here on... So I think we open with stable first. No, he's going to open with stable, so we go barracks, but we can just... I think he's just going to fast castle, right? We just got to make sure we find all the relics. There's 2, 4. Just a few spearmen in queue. Oh, that's a nice little position you got there, buddy. Nothing off that. I don't like the fact I've got so few Okay, it did find me. That's okay though. I got Spearman out here. So he should know that he needs to fight now. It's gonna be real hard for him. Okay, he's doing the right thing. Oh, you fucking serious? Oh my god. Oh, I hate wolves so fucking much, dude. That's so painful. There's so many wolves on this map, dude. Oh, we're gonna need to send another Vil. He's out here as well. What the f— Yeah, that's gonna be picked up immediately. I can't deny that. He might just go Burgrave, actually. We need to check. If he goes Burgrave, well, we could be in some trouble. How do we even deal with Burgrave? I think we add in archery range now. Yep. Really? I just can't build on that pillar at all? Oh, I want to fight them right now. Bro, I can't fucking wall dude, fuck this game. What the fuck, man? Fuck, that's so dumb. God, that's so stupid, man. He stands next to the— oh my god. He stands next to the pillar, and I literally can't do shit. I have to give up that entire fucking thing right there just because this fucking game is trash. Holy shit. Is it just me? Am I wrong? It's got upgrades now. So many fucking wolves on this map. God, I hate this map with a fucking passion. So much. Holy crap, dude. That's too many. So many wolves! Get away from me! He did go burger. I really hate that I'm taking this fight here. Why is it so hard to play this game? Dude, I queue up so many villas, it's wild. Oh, that's too many. So I made a lot of mistakes that game, a huge amount of mistakes that game. The worst part is I can't even go and watch the replay right now because I quit the game instead of resigning. Oh, that makes me rage so much, dude. That's a hard map to play Holy Roman Empire on because you got to be everywhere. He got that one relic though. Feels terrible losing like that. I think next time I just play Master Gnu. Yeah, next game I'll just play Master Gnu. Dude, those fucking wolves are insane, dude. Fuck me dead, man. So many wolves, dude. Who the fuck designed that map? Dude, okay, can I just say this right now? This map is so fucking stupid and it needs to be removed. I don't care if I get demonetized on YouTube for saying it. Look at this. Explain to me how you think this is at all like a reasonable map. Like who walks in, makes this map and says, you know what? This is perfectly balanced. Okay? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Rus. All right. How many hunts do we have on this map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hunts. Let's bring the notepad out. Get it out. Get it out. 8 times 7 times 10. That's 560 bounty right there. I think. Yeah, it is. That's 560 bounty right there. 1 boar. 2 boars. 3 boars. That's 225 bounty. Right there. Wolves. Don't make me do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't make me do it. I'm doing it. That's 1 wolf. 2 wolves. I don't know how many wolves are on this map, but there was so fucking many wolves on that map, dude. Did this map gen just not spawn wolves? I literally just played a map where there was 46 wolves and they were all in my base. 3? What the fuck? Now there's no wolves on this map? Are you serious? 4? 4 wolves? I don't accept that for a second. I do not accept that for a second. There is no way there's only 4 wolves on this map. One, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I don't believe for a second that there's only 6 wolves on this map. So much so that I'm going into that last game. But like, I'm sorry, whoever designed that map, please take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Double check your map making qualifications and come back and make me a good map. The map design is great, okay? I love the map, but I don't understand why we need to have 8 sets of deer. You know, Beastie was actually talking about this map on his stream, and he's like, "Oh, this map's fine because there's only 4 deer packs now." And chat's like, "No, there's not." And he's like, "Really? Are you sure?" He's like, "I thought they changed it." Nope, they did not change it. You can see right here. This is a ranked game I just played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 deer packs. 1 boar. 2 boars. 3 boars. And a metric shit ton of wolves. Okay, 1, 2 wolves. Oh, no wonder my Vil died, dude. There were 2 wolves here. Oh my god. 2 wolves. 3 wolves. 4 wolves. 4 wolves. 5 wolves. Did I just get really unlucky with like wolf placement that every single wolf was attacking me? So I think on this map, Mass Chukunu would have been better than going Horseman Spear. Oh, I can't believe I fucked up like that. Next time I think I've just got to send a spear out to every Just play the map. We are tired of waiting. Yo, bravo. I'm going to introduce you to the way that things work around here. You don't tell the streamer what to do unless they ask to be told what to do. All right? There you go. I'll take as long as I like. So I do the right thing here. So every Vil that goes out should just have a spearman with it. And I have spears, like sitting down here, ready to go. And you want to know what's wild, right? Like, this is the way I see it, okay? If this Vil comes down here and doesn't get killed by the wolves, it gets these walls up and it moves out to here earlier than what happened before. Because look at the delay that happens, right? If we think about the delay that's in here. Oh, I can't believe this, dude. How do I not pick this up? Like, nothing's even happening in this game. I did feel like my APM was so strained, though. I like that the Vil doesn't even fight back. So now I'm delayed by a minute. This should have been finished and then onto this wall. But now I got to send out another villager. And because I have to delay that wall, it then means I delay this wall, which means he gets the relic. And by getting the relic, he gets extra gold income, which he can use to pump more units. Would have been pretty close, actually. I don't know if it would have happened. So I think I go for Mass Chukunu, and I don't even get +1. 6 wolf spawns and the man's vills. Dude, look at this. This is so wild to me. With the scout standing here, I cannot wall on that direction. I cannot wall to this pillar at all. It refused to let me wall anywhere along this wall segment. I'm tempted right now to send this to the devs and be like, hey, I don't know whether this is a bug or whether this is intentional, but it isn't working the way that's intuitive, and I think it needs to be looked at. Like, this is just, it's disgusting. Like, he's not paying attention right here. I mean, he's probably paying attention. Now he's paying attention. But that was so frustrating. It was just a really sloppy game for me. All right, let's go again. All right, that was a good lunch right there. I'm kind of tempted to ban that map. I really don't want to play it. Like, I would be more happy playing Ancient Spires than I would be playing that map. If I get it again, I'll ban it. Sorry for copy paste. I'm just curious. Against HRE, shouldn't you go Song in a Fast Castle in a nest of bees? What does that do? What, and just let them get all the relics? And then behind that they go Imp, or they just kill you in Castle with Knights, Men at Arms, Lance Snake? I don't see any world where Song Dynasty into Fast Castle for Nest of Bees beats Holy Roman Empire. It's a good map if you wall off the sides. Dirt's delicious if you mix a bit of sugar with it. Walling forest to edge would have been good though. 4 out of 5 relics were on or behind the middle line. Yeah, probably actually. Maybe I just send 2 vills out on that map. Wall out off the relics. Does anyone know if the streams are going to be on YouTube from now on? No more Twitch? Yeah, Dusty, probably not any more Twitch. I would suspect. I would be very surprised to open up my Twitch again. It might happen, though. You never know. Relic placement is also annoying. Yeah, it wasn't the best. Kind of weird on that map. What happened to your Twitch? I just don't like the direction of the Twitch website. And I don't think that Twitch will be around for much longer. So I feel like I might as well get off the ride when we're alive, hey? How long are you streaming for, Drongo? Probably a fair bit longer, Sheila. I was just thinking about it then. Like, I'm probably just gonna be playing ranked all day. Which civ is the better to counter HRE, fast castle, and spam men at arms? French. Live chat here seems incomplete. Agreed. Greetings from London. In it, Drongo. In it, Dairy of. Hey, alright. Alright, Dairy of. That's probably not London, is it? That's like West Hamptonshire, Stein Town. What do you think about early horsemen into Chu Can You? Yeah, I like that precisely, dope. I think that's probably the way to play that matchup. Petersborough. We got Altai up against a Conk 3 by the name of Stanios Fastajon. Real. Maybe. Why has it got us on Ottoman here? Check us on Chinese, please. Look at this. 5 dry Arabia games in a row. He's lucky. Malians, eh? You know what we do against Malians? We wall them off. Okay, so Mill goes here. Actually, do we go? We open early barracks here, I think. Yeah, we open early barracks.
Good luck. Have fun.
Oh, I killed that a bit too close to the town center. Oh, and I forgot to cash it in. Oh, that's awkward. Oh god, I'm already playing terribly. Do we just play normal? Nah, we're not playing normal. Oh god, we're gonna need to pull a fucking rabbit out of this hat, that's for sure.
Yes.
Please tell me they're not going to the TC. Good. No, you're going to the TC. God damn. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. It's all falling apart so quickly. I don't know how you're chopping that tree. 1 second, 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Oh my god, dude. Oh god, it's crazy how fast it falls apart with China. Like, it doesn't fall apart with any other civ. It's only China that it falls apart with. One thing just like compounds into like 12 other things. I'll be honest, I came in like not really with a plan, and that's my own fault. God damn, dude. Alright, we'll take... Actually, we don't even need to take those back. Just do it to the village. Alright, so we want our barracks right here. Let's go scout out the enemy. Looks like he's got back gold. So just making 5. Oh my god, he's got such a good spawn.
好。
Fuck, he's up so quick for it. He literally just like puts down a an archery range straight away. That's like the consequence of me stuffing up the build order together with like being far away. Don't. Was that a market? I want to go into mass Chukunu, but just realized I'm like not doing the build order at all for it. What's his strategy here?
拿坏干草。
大家准备迎袭要等我。
准备好点毛。两队直就 Q。秒击行牌，这就 Q。拉奴备剑。
俺们
谁次攻守，准备。是的，目标领好。五棍起来。带路好。这边一就是出发。准备就起片，冲起来！前进，羊毛兵。谁次攻已准备就绪，等待命令。准备
He came around.
嘎子准持就派，听到了。两队，哪听到了？偏好。做好的秒击一些，我们走。这边已就是得令，屁股快点。当然可以。
So we're gonna have to break through over here. He's going up already. Damn, that's pretty quick. Now we come back over here and draw him in.
命听好，马上去。
领袖领好，有工作。准备好点毛，嘎子准备秒击一些，做好执行命令，准备好。
Are you guys? What the hell is that pathing? Did you guys see that?
是的，领好。当毛兵，给毛，准备好点毛。
一球就站在已就。
准备这就去。精辟继续，当毛兵，嘎子当毛，平均。谁次攻守，准备好。
命令该怎？
领袖要行魔。谁次攻准备好，出发。卢秀文，调起天毛。我拿了条臂剑，快好攻队。中间人指挥。嘎子准备好，天毛兵。
听好。
有工作，领袖要行魔。是的，领好。是的，领好。有工作。准备看团。
Where's my 4th Imperial official?
有个是的，领好。
Oh my god, how long has she been supervising that?
一个新目标。左右后偏移，两秒，小后要设计了。明白，这就去。准备好点子，表刚听到了，做好十字弓，调起天毛，备进。
是，得嘞。
一拉奴，十字弓，嘎子准备，我们走。卢秀文，秒兵。秒击一些，十字弓手，准备好。两秒兵一套了。
又何止正在体前？
调起天秒，改变预定。一拉好的，不错的位置，精辟继续。
天茶边快点酒。
已做好准备，已准备好射敌目标，秒击一些，射击全军，到更向前走。命令来了。
大家准备。
十字弓已准，您有您的工程 K 去。
天茶边在正在已就，拿着。
做好准备，十字弓准备好，嘎子准备。十字弓秒，十字弓已准备，这工程前进，嘎子准备。羊毛，这就在救我。十字弓羊毛兵，归你。工程锤准备好，这就去。谁长期谁做好准备，是名牌。做好准备，领袖。十字弓手，长期十字弓，行军。羊毛，眼睛，嘎子准备好，准备好。
天茶边拿会你。
秒敌听到了。
I think he's got to go Mangonel, right? That's the only way he can really hold here.
您的工程，十字弓已准备，已经好，工程准备。十字弓工程 K， 工程 K， 出发中。您的工程 K， 已就是。做好准备，十字弓。是的，领准备秒击，有点有光发射。羊毛兵做好，羊毛兵已经好，进做准备好，来吧，十字弓手，秒击，十这个秒击，十字弓手动起来，十字弓，嘎子准备好，一同
领袖就正在体前。
大家吹走了。调起天毛，精辟
按命令行事。
以蜡奴被千年之荒了结情，是供应当然看。谋城平地，无从之力，做好长老兵，确保抗敌。您设要这次攻守，准备好武器。
The stable indicates he wants to go really heavy cav.
正在洗黑。
做好准备，习字铃声，
命令。
出发，谁次攻守，准备好武器。有工作，谁次准备好，出发，不休门，不劳驾，攻城条地，我们走，不休门。 各自撤回，谁次准备好，出发，是平地攻，预备好前锋。谁次攻守，准备好武器。南门村民，条地是有给前锋，要么防阵。谁次
前天好，正在下子弟。他辞就。
做好准备，谁次攻守，动起铁扛帽边来吧。谁次攻守，准备好武器。
命令，那就去办。
天好，是大会员毕。谁次攻守就看指令，就看条水变好。谁次攻守，
GG.
有工作。
Okay. I feel like that strat is just legit, man. The only way I think he could have held was through a mangonel. GLJ saying, the problem with jabs is microing them into actually focus range unit if your opponent is smart and hits you with a multi-unit composition. Yeah, it can be really hard. And the other big thing with javelins is they overkill so much, right? Like, unless you have like 5 or 6 javs individually targeting down units, you're going to be overkilling. Look how terrible my macro is at the end of the game there. I just failed to add in more production. I don't know what he was going for, but his timing to castle took me by surprise. I think maybe if he'd played a bit more jav heavy, it could have worked. But even then, I don't think javs are that good against Chukunu, because they're always going to have that base of 3 attack. I only got 52 rating for that one. Going Musafati was a big L. I think Musafati is actually quite smart against China. People probably don't realize the power that it's got yet. And the reason why it's so good against China is because Musafati is a light melee infantry, which means it gets countered by archers. And China doesn't build archers, they build Chukunu. Now, of course, you're still going to be doing 15 damage to Musafati warriors, but there is that lack of extra damage that archers would typically be doing, which is why I think Musafati warriors might be able to work. I think maybe if you mix Musafati warriors together with Sofa, like it could actually be legit against China for this, against this, like it could 100% work. As long as you've got +2 ranged armor, I think it's fine. Wait, Shugunu do not do bonus damage? Nope, they don't do bonus damage. They only do base damage, which makes them really good against everything, but not like amazing against anything though, except everything. But don't say it too loudly. Jabs have ranged armor and bonus against range, so they're good against Shukunu in small battles and defending rushes. Agree, Diggeran. Yes, they're very good in small battles and defending rushes. 100% agreed. In those small battles, that's where they really excel. But once you start talking about any more than like 10 or 15 javelins, it really feels, yeah. I don't know how they could make that better. I think they need to increase, or rather, they need to decrease the projectile time it takes for javelin. I'd love to see it fire a bit faster. Because, let's say you got a whole bunch of javelin here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all your javelins, okay? And you've got, I mean, this is terrible. I should never have drawn this. Let's try and make it a bit. God, you know what? I'm just gonna do it like this. That's a row of javelin. That's another row of javelin, and that's another row of javelin right there. Okay, and your enemy's got archers on the front line like that, right? And you command them to attack the archers. The problem is with the projectile time, the way that it works is that these guys throw their projectiles, and by the time the projectile hits, These guys have already thrown their projectile at that front line as well, which means that you're not getting any value from this back line here because the projectile is going to a unit that's already dead because these guys do huge damage. So they overkill a lot of things. So you can't mass them up where you've got all these different rows. I mean, you can try and do like an attack move here. I think if you're going to use javelins, the best way to use them is through a formation, which is like a Z line formation. But yeah, I wouldn't increase their rate of fire just because that would make them quite good against other units. So that would have unintended consequences. Like they'd be very good against men at arms. Had to put my dog down today. Aussie's vids cheer me up. That's terrible to hear, Megs. I've had to put down a pet before and it never feels good. It never feels good. It's, I've been very lucky in my life. I've never had somebody close to me pass away, but I have lost a pet, and that was definitely the thing that hit me the hardest. So, hope you're feeling better soon. GLJ, you're talking about like the, what's that? What was that unit from Age of Empires 3? The, the Italian one? I don't want to say it. The Sculaderi or something like that? For me, it was a cat. I actually had 2 cats go. They were old cats, and they lived really good lives. So, you know, it's nice. But at the same, it's nice that you can give them such a good life. But at the same time, it's sad to have to put them down. I think Mia lived till she was 14, and the other one, her name was Darling. She lived till like she was 16 or 17 or something like that. She just didn't give up. She had this one tooth out the front of her mouth. God, it was so funny. This one giant tooth. She looked like a tiger. Heard you had a kiddo. How old? 4 months now. So yeah, he's getting on. Up against Don Jaw, who is a Conk 1. Let's take a look and see how many games he's played. He's played 43 games, Conk 1. Not too bad. 53 win %. I think that's higher than me. What up? Let's do this. So let's make sure I'm China. Now, I might be pulling out a bit of an interesting strat. What am I? I'm on 13 games played, 46% win rate, Plat 3. Ooh. Okay, so we got Hill and Dale, which is basically China's home map. If you ever were playing China in a tournament, you'd be like, hell yeah. Ottomans. Whew, okay. How do we play this matchup? I think... Do we just wall him out, go 2 TC Song, and then... Oh god, that came up so quick. I'm not used to people loading in that quickly. I normally get to have a little bit of a thought about what I'm going to do. Okay, so I think my playstyle here is just wall the front and go 2 TC Song. And then wait and see what he does. I'm going to make a little bit of a... Okay, and you guys are going to build that there. No, no, no. Oh, I missed one. That is so infuriating. Oh, super nice. China, dude. Playing China and doing like backflips when you're playing your game, dude. Oh my lord. It hurts, doesn't it? Where are my berries? Okay, they're up there. Why did I only need to mine 5 there? Get away from that tree. She didn't do anything. So already pretty happy with the haul. 5 sheep is always nice. Any more than that's bonus in my books. Obviously, he's playing Ottoman, so I'd expect he goes 1 scout as well. They're not really a 2 scout civ. Bro. He's behind my base. You can hear the deer. That's a little bit of a 3D move right there. Oh my god, he's got no sheep! Hey man, what's up, lol? Yo, how's it going, bro? That's a feels bad moment right there. He's come all the way across the map and he's not got a single sheep. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see that one. I'm kind of thinking maybe we don't even wall the front. Like, what's the worst case scenario? A couple spears out? Oh, actually, that's a bad position on that that village. Oh god, I just realized I'm terrible at this game. Actually, does he even go? He might not even go for an early military school. I think he'd probably want to though, right? Like, Let's see if we can find these spears. They should be on the way very, very shortly. Alright, so probably around this angle. Where's my gold? Oh, it's at the front of my base as well. That's kind of decent. I might go Barbican first here. That's awkward. I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah, he did. Oof. Hate to see it. I hate to see it. Are you guys like not fighting or something? What's going on right there? Did you see that? They kind of like bugged out a little bit. Gotta be so careful with those starting spear. Oh, you guys let him out, come on. Not the cleanest. Definitely not the cleanest. So we're going to TC Chukunu defense. I'm almost tempted not even to go walls. He might fast castle though. That could work actually. Maybe I should just wall, just in case. I'll wall after I TC. Where do I TC? I TC right here. That's such a good spot to TC. He's again behind my base? So we can just wall off down here. I think that's probably the right choice.
快点球。天堑在已就。
So there's probably too many vills on food, so we're just gonna scale it back a little bit. Now I'm just gonna assume by the fact he's not being aggressive at all, that he's probably going fast castle. But we're not gonna make any assumptions, we're gonna go confirm that. Okay, glad we didn't make any assumptions. Oh, he's got stuff in that TC. He went for early meta as well. We're supervising that, right? Here we are. He's already got +1. Damn it. Unfortunate timing. Good night, sweet prince. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so I think we hold. And now that we hold, we won. I'm just literally spamming out of 4. Good job, guys. Okay, so now that we've done that, I think we can just... So I think the only real way we lose now is to be taken by surprise. So we want to try and push in the feudal age. Oh, I never got +1. I'm just gonna make sure I've got all upgrades. He's going absolutely ham. He's 3 TC. Or 2 TC rather. His mass is actually difficult to defeat. Hey. Gonna need to supervise this. He's really committing to this feudal, which is great for me.
西的，您好。
Let's just quickly get some gold.
这是我努力的成就，准备接受工作。需要
准备行动，长毛兵动起来！
大家自己吃饭，大家。命令十级火。
十字弓一打我分十字弓手，长毛兵动起来！
大家听好，近在弑穷，大家
好的，需要做什么？
马上就变。
拿去勇气，摆开步子。
So we got +2. We're fine. We got veterancy +2. We're fine. We don't lose this.
准备执行命令，科尼。
准备行动，做好明白，这就去。
Alright, push out.
这是我该干活了，我会为
该干活。
命大家听好，动起来，行了。让土匪十字弓一标记，十字弓手，十拿标记，我们早做好准备，这就去。
He's up as well. So we're gonna need spring ups.
十字弓一准备，听到了。你音乐是什么？要射击吗？
该干活。木头是大家听依你。
标记一些。
需要痛命动心。
十字弓一主旋分，长毛为王兄弟，十字弓长毛打击做好，打击勇气，明白？这做好钢铁弓是拿起镜头来。
Oh shit, we don't have pop space. We want to push, but we don't have pop space. Do I just delete some units? Oh, I can't. That's awkward.
长毛将自己四柱式标记。
Let's throw away a couple here.
这就去。十字弓手动起来，做好钢铁十字弓行军。
So you can see his units back there. The mangonel's going to be coming out soon. Probably another minute or so on it. I'm just going to back out. I don't like this position. He's got veterancy now. I can't just because of the mango. Mango, mango, mango. Oh my god. That mango any second. Just watching for that mango. Oh, I don't have fucking pop space still, dude. I'm trying to build shit. I don't have pop space. I just gotta force this issue, I think. How many vills am I on? 133. Okay, that explains why. There it is. Oh, it died. He's doing a decent job of holding for the moment.
准备，十字。
你好的，
大家听好，我们走，攻击准备行动，查毛兵。谁提到谁？大家是时候去发流。该干混村民，动起！大家起命令，时间到，大家起来走了，大家做好谁都两十，谁自攻一。
Ah, scout died.
等待停好，一座河，查毛兵做好品牌，标的军部长就放线。
军部一年属于
Ah.
谁自攻一反击，我会听从。谁掌声？该干活的举法，大家。我只要做命令，并在服从您的命令。
大家没问题。
谁是更中好披风长气就是他们，谁是古老将军？大家起义，动起来！右边好，谁都听在服从。好的，命令时间，谁自攻？
How is that guy idle?
听您指挥。谁是开步子？
大家注意，命令执法，大家。
谁自攻？不允摆开步子。
大家听好，
聚义留心，命令来。大家依您属愿。我闪击，我一起。谁能进战役？一打起武器。大家，我这就准备。谁能成？大家都找到，找起来。谁能上？等待指令生度。当天十字弓，谁哥？十字弓行动起来。
I don't know where my vills went. I think he killed them all.
命令我在。
准备，大家没问题。
Ah, he walled up over here.
许你命令一波。
条第一线，十字弓手。所有人听令。启兵，我是牛启，方便完成指令。给我传来，我遵从指令，已准备脱缰。准备，大家取您命令。我
命令该早流，大家
I don't even know where I want to go.
动起来。
只要命令时间到，
不大
做好准备，十字弓。
需要自己。
好的，
命令执法，大家我这就去做。
He's holding on.
被追视，等待命令。只要大家没问题。
大家听好，
工程器一座赶来的兵。
We got so many units though.
听到了，服从指令。
I think that's a good game. He can't kill that. Once that keep gets up, he's not on gold.
将到。
一切准备就绪，启兵，你准备就绪。
He did well though, honestly. That was a good hold. I was a bit worried there.
其准不
I don't know what happened to my vills, but I did try and pull them back, but I think I misclicked.
中工程器一座，没有人移动。
大家注意，该早流，大家。
好的，准备接受工具。行进中，迎敌敌人。一切准备就绪，一种听我命令，下就去。
Whoops. That was tough, but he did well. Yeah, I'm pretty confident against Ottomans because of the delay. Can't believe you had caps. One of my hotkeys is caps. It's to cycle my imperial officials. So I think if you were to like, if we draw this out, right, like you've got French, who their power spike is like that, right? They hit really early. Oh god, not like that. They hit really early. But then they kind of start to fall off. I gotta add a second part to that. Right? But then they start to, they kind of like fall off over the course of the game. Ottomans are kind of the same, right? But I think that they're a little bit later. Maybe not that late, like maybe something like that. And so because of that, I feel like you can probably get, and they probably come up much higher as well. Actually, yeah, when I think about like their power, Ottomans, it's like, it kind of goes all game, right? Like you just think back to the Muslim versus Marine Lord. And it's probably just like a straight line like that. But then China with the Song Dynasty, it's, you start off very, very slow. I hate that it's got this third option, this third thing. And then you just kind of go to the moon like that. Fuck my life, this damn thing. Yeah, that'll do. Muted? Muted? I'm not muted. Who? Oh. I wonder if attack speed or ranged armor is better. I wonder if attack speed or ranged armor is better on meta versus Zoogs. I think ranged armor. So you've got like enough of a window in here to actually get the 2 TC to work. You were holding versus me in the early fights, but I had eco advantage, I think. I think he was only 2 TC for the entirety of the game. We did get to diamond off that game, plus 38, not too bad. Yeah, you can just, like, the economic difference is just miles ahead, and I think that's it, right? Like, he was playing one base, eventually adding in 2 TCs at like 14 minutes, and so, like, there was a couple times where I was a bit worried. Like, my pump wasn't looking super duper good, but I never even took my deer. Thank you very much. Look at that spam coming through. I just realized we got to get this bad boy back up on the screen. What did you say? Yes, was too delayed to do enough damage. Yeah, I think need more rams. Need to go after production. Anyway. If he had just come through and like hit my ranges, that's a good game, I think. Because I can move my ranges, but then I have to move my Imperial officials. He snipes them out. I don't have enough. I think on this map I can get away with 2 TC Song. Is there anybody in chat right now who knows how to play Ottomans and play that build order? Just, I want to test. If you do that build order, can I get away with a Song Dynasty? 2 TC opening. Everyone go invest in Twitter. You heard it here first, folks. What build order? Just the standard Ottoman one. Like one base. Just one base. Making lots of units. Build order. Nah, not 2 TC push. One base. Oh, I just got a message from one of the guys at AoE4 World. They've got a new overlay. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I like this. All right, you guys want to see the new overlay? I'm gonna add the browser source in game overlay. Okay, and the width. I don't know what the width needs to be or the height. I wonder if I change that, if it's going to affect it. 1600 by 1200? Oh, no, it doesn't. Let me just jump into a skirmish and see what that looks like. Oh, it just disappeared. Get back here. Get back here. I need to put a bar around you. Can anyone like... Damn it, dude. Wait, it's 800 by 600, right? No, it's not 800 by 600. Ugh. We can do it. We can do it another time. I'll leave it off for now, because if we're going to do it, I need to make it look nice on the production side. Mr. Merlin says, not a fan of that background. Okay, we can fix that, Mr. Merlin. What if I do this? That way we tint the background a little bit more. It's harder to see, but... See, we bring it down. There you go. I don't know if Merlin's still here. Probably not. I could do early aggression build on auto with the second TC around 8 minutes, but fight feudal if you want. It's okay, Pandemonium. It was more just that specific build order. The 1 TC spam. That's okay. I'm sure we'll come up against it again. Alright, we're on the climb. We've made it out of platinum. We're on our way to diamond now. Or rather, we're on our way to conqueror. Is it a good strategy or poor sportsmanship to lame your own sheep by a Malian pit mine? Keaton, that is an amazing question, and I'm so glad that you asked me. I would say, I'd say it's absolutely fine, and it's kind of funny, but at the same time, I don't know if the value's there. I probably wouldn't waste it. I would rather the sheep at my home, to be honest. How do you lame your own sheep? You just attack them with your scout. So you take like 5 sheep over to the enemy pit mine, start killing them next to the pit mine where they want to place houses, and then they can't put a house down until they actually exhaust the sheep or like gather the sheep. I feel like 1 TC auto makes no sense. You're already getting stoned from military schools. I agree, Pandemonium, but it seems really strong. Is Age of Mythology 2 ever going to come out, you think? Probably not. Jack. I was gonna call you Yak because your last name's Yeager. Probably not. No, I think DE is the best you're going to get. Or Retold, rather. On a water map, it would be worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, you're right, Kite. It actually would be worth it on a water map. That's pretty smart, though. I like that. That's a big brain play right there. No one would expect that. You just hit him with it. AOM Retold is kind of AOM 2. Kind of, but not really. I mean, it's AOM DE. Right, like that's literally it. We got Dry Arabia. That's nice. We're up against Josie Wales. Josie Wales, currently Diamond 3. Played 103 games this season with a win rate of 51%. Last game played on Dry Arabia was a defeat, and he played the Holy Roman Empire. All right, let's pull it out. Let's see what we can do. It's a bit of a tough matchup, Chinese versus Holy Roman Empire, but I'm happy to take it. I think it's /3.
Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Yes.
Yes. He knows. He knows. All right, let's put the overlay back up. Let's see. All right, so we did get HRE. Now, there's a couple ways that we can play it, but I'm just going to stick with my stock standard build. Okay, I need to think about my opening. Okay, I know it.
准备明白，面亮之地的，你属基很中，田这边，挺好。
Here. Yeah.
面亮记，行进中。注册，咱们挺好。注册，很早都。
I tried my hardest. Did not work.
看这边，记得。
So that's going down on the berries. Was that? I swear that was a sheep behind there.
记得。紧闭就秀，不
I guess it wasn't. Or maybe he took it. Maybe he was on the other side. Oh, I already fucked up the build order. That's okay. That's alright.
前进中。
It's alright. Sometimes you mess it up. Sometimes you mess it up. We got a straggler right here. I don't need to be worried too much about my transition. I wonder if he went for a double scout opening. Quiet. A little too quiet. That might be a bug sheep right there. That's not good. I think I'm too late with those two girls out there. We'll see how we go though. Oh, this is not good actually. You need to be here. So we need to find our relics, because we need to start walling them. Oh! Hello? I think we can probably just leave this right now. I think probably supervising food's better here, rather than supervising wood. Still gonna get plenty of wood. We only have 5 ills on wood though. Should rally to wood. Dude, look at these sheep! So we want to go for our Imperial Official ASAP? Oh, he's going second TC. That changes everything. Don't kill my sheep. Don't kill my sheep! No! I need those sheep! No! I don't know if you guys can tell what's happening now, but things are changing drastically. Oh, he does have emergency repairs though. Let's try it. Let's see. So where do we want to hit? That's the Archon. Not the best Archon. I mean, he hits both of these. And that. His second town center is probably going to be over this way.
是的，您好。
有工作，拿辞就干活。
So he's probably scouting my base. Yeah, he is. So that's going to be a pretty decent read for him on what I'm doing. Question's going to be whether he can stop it though.
全力干活。
有工作，辞就去啊。您是要什么？
他喜欢。当然可以。
已准备好射击目标。
Definitely behind where I normally would be.
有工作，有工作。目标。秒击一线，细致攻守。
天茶边在。
This is probably going to open with stable now
又好几辆。
after spotting that.
请闭看完。
So just going to keep up production.
是的，你好。
有猴要射击吗？
Bro, look at this pathing. God, it's annoying.
有工，您是要什么？射击目标。是的，现在您是要是的。您好，射击目标。有工作。
There's the stables. I'm almost tempted to begin. Oh, I'm not going to push out yet.
马上去，大家准备。
天好，拿辞。
您有工作，免牌。
是的，你好。
干得漂亮。
有工作。您需要什么？
做好准备。
Walling up as well. So where's he getting his food from? Over here? And here. So that's where we're going to hit. But we can't hit just yet.
是大会员，您是要什么？命令来了，该走了。有工现在去，必须采集。细致攻秒击一线，细致攻守。村民在此。一个新目标，做好准备。细致鼓捣起来，不得行。准备做射击，细致攻。 有人在救我们！
求助下。
一个新目标。您是要现在移动，村民动起来，村民。您是要什么？是的，是的。您好，您沙漠村民需要这些目标。偏好吃饭。
您需要什么？
有工作。细致攻守。 QQ 天猫已准备好射击目标，秒击，明白？这架子已跳了。
又何止量？
So if we can just force him off food, it's going to be a win.
现在就。
Oh, for fuck's sake.
做航铁十字弓，进攻，十字弓手，不老假。
I don't think he realizes.
航铁十字弓，进攻。
Oh, that's big.
等待命令。谁明白？听您指挥。
快点酒。
十字弓听2秒前进。十字到了，有头做好准备。当然做好，这就是。您是正在移动。十字弓已准备好电猫。十字弓手，十字弓手有头。QQ 电猫，不老起来，不能停。您是要什么？
大家准备。阿慧，
做好准备。
又好几辆。
秒击一线，十字弓手。
有工作。
大家就吃饭。是的，是打通行了。十字弓已准备好。
一球就下。
十字弓手是我们要做好准备。十字弓。
Where's my food at, man?
秒击一线，准备好，命令来。十字2秒打 退敌。小刀攻击，准备好来吧。有头部老宅不得行。
正在提前。
2秒没正 Q。做好，我们走。你当然可以。让血跟拿攻城 K， 攻城嘎自制。谁次攻？我们攻城锤准备接。谁次攻手？这就 K。攻城锤，谁次干嘛？谁次准备好？准备好，做好准备。是扛铁拳。谁次攻手动起来。听到了？准备好就放箭，我们走。不守门。谁准备好？出发。兄弟，调低一些。谁准备好？出发。做好准备。听你。
He's doing a decent job. Where are my spears at, though? I think that's the real question.
嘎子准备。谁次攻手？准备好。天海毛头。谁次攻也准备。我们走。不是。做好准备。这就去。谁次攻手动起来。调低一些。眼睛做好准备。攻城锤小。谁次攻也准备追击。等待命令。是的。了解一些。谁次攻手？铃声亮亮来了。射击吧。
I need my scout on the other side of this forest.
青云做好准备。长铁是一个铁目标。大家准备好就出发。
命令来了，他喜欢。
铃声听好，谁次攻手准备好来吧，集中拿起镜头来，我们这谁次攻一停。
It's not taking that yet.
是的，你好。
大家去拿会的，准备看完，准备好射击目标。
听好。
铃声要什么？
准备看完，准备。
了解一些，谁听到了？一句好，攻城狠狠的，谁做好准备，两个攻。临底攻做嘎子辞就判，我们走有 K 天堂，是明白准备好跟拿了解，谁次攻守攻城，谁次听到了？临底攻城做准备跟拿来，谁次攻守动起来，攻城 K 就是。 随便就 Q， 了解好，是的，领好，命令出发。好坏更好，是嘎子天攻城 K 就是国城指令中做好协调看毛病，看毛看。
So I just want to look for that food.
了解一些，钢铁十字弓，时刻依然为射击目标。
听是，赶快的。
是的，挺好，十字弓看毛病，这就去。 临底攻城开始领，他们在攻击。
Still 7 up there.
是的，做好准备，目标设好。铃声要请准备，是的。调地，当然不当毛病。谁自攻手？准备好武器。随便。谁准备好？一句好。谁自攻近在执行。村民在此。调地一些，谁去？ 攻城锤准备平盘，来吧，准备做好不老窄，不得谁。谁自攻做好指令牌，这就去。
命令来了，
调剂一些毛病，我们走，不守门。谁自攻一个自己到了，做好这个准备好会的。谁自准备谁自攻手，毛病。谁自攻一准备追续，等待命令。 大家注意，调低一些，谁就听你们。不拿很好听，命令该走了。做好临底攻城，看嘛眼睛，谁扛随便羊毛，平均，谁自攻手，准我干准备，谁做好听到了。一句好，调低一些，准备好，出发，修门，这就去，集中注意，动起来，防护起来。 是动起来，临底攻城开口，全部倒起来，稿子准备好。
Just remember, we're on 1TC song, so we're still pumping out vills.
是的，
听好，
出发。
是的，
听好。命令来了。
Oh shit! Okay, all right.
做好青云指挥。
What does he do? Oh, he went Burgrave. Oh my god, and look at the spot. Oh, look at the spot on the Burgrave. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, the poor guy, dude. Oh, that's so unfortunate for him. You can't, I can't believe like that unfortunate. So this is why the reason that this build order is so strong, right? Is that you've just got so many units, and I've still got a big economy behind this. Like, I'm on 70 vills. Like, that's a lot. Can I please just... I'm trying to, like, tell my units to build, but they won't build. Oh, it does have... Okay, interesting. So Mangonel will do it. You know what I'm tempted to do? I kind of fucked that up because I need more than 2 stables. So we're just kind of holding off for the moment until we can get our scouts up. This is so sick, dude. I'm gonna put my rams in formation. I'm max pop, by the way. Back, 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 rams. All right. Oh, he's got a keep. Where's that mangonel? I know it's in here somewhere. Where's your mangonel? I thought you had a mangonel and everything. Poor guy did. Well, Josie Wales, it's been real. There it is, there it is. Oh, they don't get bonus damage versus siege anymore. Oh, never mind though. Apparently they do. GG. All right, that's the strat. That's a fair amount of ranches right there. This opening is totally cracked. How the hell do you nerf it without breaking China generally? Zhukunu more expensive? I don't know. I don't know. There was so many rams at the end of that. That was kind of wild. We only got 34 points for beating Joey. What's the second best civ that you play? Probably Ottomans or Malians. Drongo guide for this build? Yeah, DE Jake. Jump onto the YouTube and look for the 2 Chinese flags. So if you go down here, you can see the 2 China flags. China is OP. Abuse this busted build now. That video will teach you how to do the build order, and if you need a bit more detail about China, there is a 1 hour and 18-minute video, which should cover you. GLJ in the chat saying, I'm off for the night. Have a good one. Thank you, GLJ. You too, mate. Sweet dreams. That's a nice thumbnail planning, by the way. Thank you, Dig Around. Yes. I did think it out. How good is Musafati stealth healing? I can't imagine a world where it's so good that I would be like, this is crazy good. It's just, yeah. Props to your thumbnail guy. Yeah, he's pretty good. Thank you. That's me. I do actually have a thumbnail guy. I just haven't been using him lately because I haven't been doing like heaps of content front loaded. It's all just been like back-ended content. All right. Pretty nice. Well, fellas, I don't think we raid. Is there a raid? There's not a raid. And even if we raid, who do we raid? /raid. I guess we just call it there. That's going to be it for the stream. It was a nice little one. We made it to Diamond 1. So next stream we'll be climbing from Diamond 1 up to Conqueror. That's going to be the plan. We did pretty well. I think we had a couple of victories today. Yeah, it looks like, what, 4 victories out of 5 games? So not too bad. We're on the climb. And, yeah. I'll catch you guys. I don't know whether I'll stream tomorrow. I'm kind of enjoying streaming at the moment because I'm climbing. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'll let you guys know. I thought you were streaming all day, Sag. This is all day, Sheila. No, I realized I've got to upload a video to YouTube for like in the next 30 minutes. So yeah. Sorry, guys. If I upload a video, it will just kill the stream. It takes a lot of bandwidth. All right, it's been absolutely real. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you probably tomorrow. See you though.